Live. Let's see what kind of discussion we have today with the Recycle Dude so far up on here. Let's see what happens. I gotta mute a couple things here though. Bear with me just a sec here. If you shop at Target, no, I've gotta. Wow, I didn't know Target was on my. I'm just laughing because I gotta kill my ads and stuff like that. Hold on just a sec here. I'm getting a few messages. Oh. Okay, welcome guys. Sorry, I'm just getting a few things organized here. Thank you, Recycle Dude, for joining me today.
Yeah, my pleasure. Hello, everybody.
All right, let's go through who's here. First of all, Eileen Ballou, the fam. Scratch and go crazy. Is my mic on? Yeah, it is. Okay. Wait, let me make sure. I got to get your desktop audio up. There you go. You're going to be loud. Okay, we got it. Okay. Let's start over. Eileen Ballou, the fam. Scratch and go crazy. High of Truth. Angels Among Us. How you doing today? We've got, I don't know who we got. Jeepers, we got a whole bunch of people. Tales of the Solstice, Terra Firma, Jay the Silencer, Margarita Gonzalez, Enlightened Cafe, Daniel A.K. Danny D. We've got Jamie Kissed Venzo, Living with Herpes. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while, but I'm always on late. Good Sporter, Aquamate, Jenny Marseth, Mudnuts Reviews, Lightfeather 23, 623. Mudnuts Reviews. Come on, read some damn names out, Recycle Dude.
We got High Truth, Mudnut Reviews, Jamie Kiss, Bongo the Monkey. Love that name. Everything Spicy. How's it going, guys? Pleasure to see you guys.
Yeah, Sarah Garcia. We're just going to have a little talk about networking today. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. We want your thoughts. It's not all about us, like we're the gurus that got it all right. But we get sometimes kind of passionate when we see things that, I got a list. I've been starting to kind of write down stuff. Remember, this is an OBS live stream. There have been some crashes lately on YouTube. So if it crashes, hang in the chat. It'll come back on within 30 seconds to a minute. Sometimes you have to refresh.
Hey, Craft Beer Pours. How's it going?
That's, let's see, Brandon and Trish, if I remember right. I think, did I get that right? If I screwed the pooch, Craft Beer Pours, it'll either be this, I screwed the pooch, or it'll be, good job, Wacky, you remembered. Lil Gaylord, Hazel-Eyed Vixen, Lou Rock, the Lou Rock.
What is up, Lou Rock?
The Lou Rock is in the chat. By the way, Lou, I did watch the entire video. Lou Rock has a new video out, and I'm telling you guys, he is really doing some hardcore investigating. You got to watch it. It's Haunted Acres. Yeah. And I'm going to, just in case.
By the way, Craft Beer Pour says you are correct.
Yay! See, I got a good memory sometimes.
Not a great gamer. How's it going?
Not a great gamer. Hey, not a great gamer. Good to see you.
Not a great gamer. I really liked what you said in Cab 7 stream the other day. Good stuff.
I'm just going to paste something here. I'm just sending my brother Lou Rock a Twitter. Send you a Twitter message, Lou.
Hello, Lightfeather 623.
Yeah, we're going to jump into this topic. We're just kind of getting people in right now. Tweet it out, guys. We're going to find out what's good and what isn't good. CRT Productions in the house. Tierra's channel. Tweet it out. Let them know we're live if you want to. If you want to. It's no pressure, guys. If you want to share it on social media, it helps my channel out. But you don't have to. Enjoy. We're happy that you're here. We have Recycle Dude so far up on our panel. All right, not a great gamer. Margaret, all right. So, Recycle Dude, you know all about this subject a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Loopy Lisa, good to see you, by the way. Kana's World. DIY Solar Homestead. I just watched a video of his the other day. He was.
I love that. I love that type of stuff, man. I love the solar, the off the grid stuff. It's awesome. I really like that.
You know what, DIY Solar Homestead? You're not gonna freaking believe this. I'm flipping a camper. I buy it, fix it, and sell it. First time I ever had a camper that actually has a solar panel on it. That actually has the wires and a charging system. I was like, what the? I thought of you immediately.
That's awesome. Ruby Parajewels.
Oh, Not a Great Gamer. I'm going to get you that information. I was working something out with my P.O. box, Not a Great Gamer. That's what it is. I'll get you that later for sure. That's what it was. BWIA Adventures, by the way. Good to see you. So let me shut up for a minute. Opening thoughts on this subject, Recycle Dude. Just opening thoughts. You don't have to get deep.
Okay. So, where to start? Michelle Marico, by the way, hello. So, the word sub for sub, the first thing we have to ask ourselves is, what does it mean to everybody here? What does the word sub for sub mean to you? Like, what is the definition? Some people have a different take on what it actually means.
Well, hey, Lou Rock joined us here.
Hey, what's up, Green Bay?
Hey, we're
the dude.
Good to see you. And we're just having a little discussion about how to properly network on YouTube. And so Recycle Dude just kind of throwing his opening thoughts into it. He's going right for sub, but go ahead, Recycle Dude.
Well, no, I just thought it was a good spot to start, right? Just the word sub for sub. I think some people have a different take on what it actually means. And is there a difference in networking and sub for sub? I mean, that's a question I would like to know what everyone thinks.
All right, so can I comment on this?
Yeah, guys, jump in, man. We're gonna get into this discussion.
To me, sub for sub is an empty, meaningless. It's practice of you follow me and I'll follow you, and then you see a lot of. I seen this a while back before so many sub for subs were out there, where people, well, I just checked. You didn't follow me. Well, now you got ways to, you can find out who's following and when. But what it is it's meaningless, because the people that do that are doing it for themselves. They're not doing it to help anybody to watch their videos. It's just a number thing, and I think it's empty. Networking is a different story, because that's where you're making friendships. You're making common, you're finding commonalities. Oh, well, I went and checked out your video. I really liked your video because you're into Ghostbusters. Well, I love the movie Ghostbusters, or whatever, just whatever it is. And I've found myself in some channels that the personality of the person was so amazing that I'd watch an hour of a purse review.
Yeah, I've talked about that before, falling in love with personalities.
Yeah,
I think sub for sub is, I think it hurts your channel. It hurts your channel in a big way, because what's happening is I know a lot of people are fighting that battle to get monetized. So that's an uphill battle. But when you actually are monetized, let's say after the fact of being monetized, if you're still doing sub for sub after you're monetized, you're defeating yourself, because you're making your analytics look like total hell, because people are not watching. So you might have 2,000 subscribers, but you get 25 views on a video. So it's really harmful to somebody who's really serious about growing on YouTube.
Well, let me tell you what got my mind thinking about this, Recycle Dude and Lou, why I kind of did this afternoon. I hear it a lot, this expression. Now, everyone in the chat probably has heard this. Do it the right way. the right way. Watch a video in full, you know, give it a thumbs up, tweet out all out. Okay, I get that. You're going to commit to watching someone's video. You should let it run. But I thought to myself, how is that really networking, running videos in full all day that are mindless? Like you have no interest in the person, no interest in the channel. Is that doing it the right way? Are you really networking?
Yeah, see, I don't agree with that. I believe that networking is making friendships with people that you have common interests with.
Exactly, and people are getting it confused. You know that. Look at me and Recycle Dude. We're friends. I don't run every one of his videos. I do watch some of them. And we talk in hangouts and discuss strategies on YouTube. We have common bonds, common interests, you know, that kind of thing. You know what I mean, Recycle Dude?
I mean, here's the other thing. Okay, let's say even if you are into the, you know, sub whatever, they sub to you. Let's just say you are, and you have, you know, you can only have 1,000 people you're sub to anyways. Are you really going to watch 1,000 videos? Let's say you're truly saying, "Oh, I watch everybody." There's not even enough time in the day to do that. I mean, it really is kind of ridiculous to think you're really going to support these people or whatever. You know, so it definitely is just about numbers. But I mean, like Lou was saying, networking to find commonalities, find things you actually enjoy, things you might like that somebody's doing. That's what it really is about.
Well, here's another reason that made me think about this today, Lou. Something came up in my live stream last night that I touched on, and I realized, oh my goodness, I'm not sharing little tips to channels out there. A lot of you channels out there, you're new or you're trying to grow. And there was this one channel that talked about, I suggested a channel. They said, I've been over there and I watched this video and I commented, well, this doesn't apply to my video, but it was a negative comment. And so I said to that person in my chat, why did you leave that comment? Well, I said, that was a negative comment. You left that on a channel. It's got almost 100,000 followers, a negative comment. You would have been better off saying, hey, great advice. I'm going to consider it. I'm going to think about it. If you would have left a positive comment, you might have just put a bad taste in that mouth of that channel owner. What if later you might network with that channel? You already
Not only that, your comments represent you.
Right. That's a form of networking. Every little thing you do, every little thing is a form of networking.
I've gained a lot of followers from comments that I've made. That people and you know what? I've followed a lot of people from funny comments. A comment that makes a lot of sense. I'll be like, oh wow, this guy had a good point. I'm gonna go check this guy out, see what he got to say. And so comments are, you're right, I would say actually one of the biggest ways of networking is comments.
Yeah, because when you are watching a channel that you like, let's say for instance for me, I do recycling. I go on another scrapper's channel, I leave comments. You know, of video, people are like, oh, who's this guy? He does recycling as well. Then they check out your stuff because they genuinely are curious. And yeah, it is a good way, I think, definitely.
Let me do this just real quick as we're jumping into this. I just want to acknowledge everyone in the chat real quick because we got a ton of people in here all of a sudden. Texas 3, Antonia Perez, Talk 2 Dot, Denise Metal, Minivan Mike, Everything Spicy. We've got BWYA Adventures. Elvis Travels Fan Club. Who's on panel? Recycle Dude and Lou Rock so far. Lil Gaylord. Will, Just in Time Prepping. Depression Nation. We've got Alyssa Parrish Rock Fam. We love you, Alyssa. Jenny Marseth, DIY Solar Homestead. Crimson Fantasy. We have got Loopy Lisa. Depression Nation. Squirrely Acres Where Nuts Come Together. Light Feather 623. Eric Garcia. We've got Bongo the Monkey. Hyatt Truth. We've got Juliet Miranda. We've got Robert Burke. BWYA Adventures. Tales of the Solstice. We've got Lil Gaylord. We've got Hazel-Eyed Vixen. Stephen Dennis. We've got a freaking ton of people in here. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Tweet it out. Let them know we're live if you want to. Okay. I want to tell a story too about networking. I'm going to tell you about Lou Rock here. Lou Rock, who's up on my panel. I'm going to be honest, I never used to watch Lou Rock videos. I did not originally because I wasn't that familiar with Lou. I was friends with Hazel's Reptiles Eats. And
Yep.
she kind of connected me and Lou Rock. She said,
she definitely connected me to you because she's the one who said, "Hey, go check out my friend Green Bay. He's awesome, and you'll like him." And yeah.
But even with that, I still wasn't quite watching Lou Rock because it was kind of like, he's paranormal, I'm not paranormal. He's doing spirit boxes and stuff like that. And so I still wasn't there. But as time went on, we kept crossing paths. Sooner or later, we met on a panel or something.
I stalked you.
Maybe. And then I started watching a few of Lou Rock's videos. He was doing explorations and things like that, and I was starting to get into him. And I was starting to realize, you know what? Lou actually does make some pretty good videos. And so over time, we became friends, but it didn't happen with like a sub for sub, and I was mindlessly running, Lou Rock videos. Good vid, awesome.
I'll tell you what, my first impression of you was, this guy's funny. I enjoy him. I enjoyed what you were doing. And I remember when I first started coming in, I had a bunch of people, "Hey, Lou Rock, just got you, get me back." And I would type out this thing and I would copy it so I could paste it to everybody who would comment that to me. I'd say, "Listen, you want me to check you out? Come over to my channel. Maybe you leave a message in the comments and tell me, come check you out. Come check you out that way. Don't do it here. I'm here to watch Green Bay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to just watch." Because I enjoyed what you were doing. And actually, right from the start, I enjoyed just coming in and watching you because it's just funny. That's it. Just really funny, and it was a cool place that I same thing about Cab too. When I seen Cab, I'm like, I like what this guy's doing, and sometimes you get that feeling about people where you're like, man, this is my kind of people. I like people like this.
Yeah.
That's how you're really gonna really how you're gonna really just meet people. I got friends that don't watch my videos at all, and I watch their videos, but it's not about who watches whose videos. Sometimes we're just friends. That's it. You know what I mean? We're just friends. We're friends. We hang out. We might even be on panels together. We don't watch each other's videos.
You want to hear something funny, Recycle Dude?
What's that?
You know Zara, Paranormal White Noise, that you see on my Insomniac theaters a lot?
Yep.
She was up on my panels for, I would probably say, months. And do you know I actually never even watched one of her videos? But we were actually became friends because we met on a different panel. And I liked her as a person. And it took a couple months before I finally even watched one of her videos. But we made a connection as friends. And then finally, so yeah, I just thought you might laugh at that. But what do you think about what Lou's saying about first impressions?
I mean, I remember I found out about Green Bay through like a word of mouth. It was like, I knew this person that kept talking about you. Somebody else said you should check him out, and then I watched your videos, and yeah, so I just kind of just the word of mouth. But again, still networking, I mean.
And I gotta say this about Hazel's Reptiles. All right, a lot of people have asked me, how'd you get to do a video with James the Fam, and how do you meet this person? I'll tell you what, a lot of people that I've met, it was from Hazel. Hazel went over to James, and she was like, "Hey, you got to check out this guy Lou Rock." And then one day he pops up in my chat, and I'm like, "Wow, man! I watch your videos. How'd you end up here?" "Oh, Hazel told me about you." Same thing. And when she gives me like somebody to watch, I go and watch them because she's actually right. I think she understands certain people's tastes, and because when she tells me, "Hey, go check out this person," I fall in love with the channel. I do. I honestly do.
Man, we got a lot of new people coming in here. 420 King Bong, God the Good One, Chicken Strips Missy, Chris Shea is in here, Antonio Perez, Kevin Maupin viewed this. Wow, God the Good One's in here. Boy, he'd probably have something to say about this.
One of my points I want to get across is, there is no easy, quick way to grow on YouTube. There's no quick, you have to really work it. I think there's people that think that there's a quick way to do it with the sub for sub, with the net, all that stuff. But really, if you just keep pushing content, making sure your content's good, doing the things you're supposed to do on that regard, that's how you can actually grow. And
you want to know the secret? You want to know the secret to growing massive numbers? And I'm not even saying for myself, because I'm just a peon. What I see makes channels successful is a really great video. A really great video. I've seen channels, they ain't got very many subs. They do a really great video that really connects with people, or it's funny, or whatever angle that they're working, and that video blows up. That does happen still. It takes a lot of work. It doesn't happen every day, but some people don't even make videos. They don't even make video. Or streamers, people that just live stream all the time, that's a live streamer. And there's content creators. I don't consider live streaming content unless you're live streaming actually something. I mean, when it comes down to it, even my own live streams, not many people go back to watch them after uploaded.
Go ahead, Recycle Dude, jump in.
I think live streams, the only thing about live streams is that they're good while they're on. But you don't get a lot of later on views from live streams.
Unless something amazing happens, because I've seen a lot of live streams that have gone viral because they captured something just totally not expected or amazing or funny, whatever. But it's a very rare occasion that a live stream turns into a giant video. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's a little different.
Yeah,
the best part about videos is, like, you could have a video that's been up, say, for 4 months and never did anything, and then like the 5th or 6th months it jumps and goes crazy. That's the best part about videos. At any time they can get viewed, any time they could go viral and grow and go big. So I mean, it's
420 King Bong, he's got a good point. He says live streams, I'm probably guilty of this too. He says live streams need to be retitled and tagged to direct towards the most interesting part. That's a very good point, actually, 420.
Yep.
I'm guilty of that, because we have some live streams where something crazy happens, right? But then I leave it up and it's just like Late Night Insomniac with the Wacky or something. That's like, I actually did, I think that's a good point, because we did a prank on the audience the other day, me and Ghost Mafia and Cab 7, and the live stream was a total prank, and we did it in the morning, and I put Zoom test private, and it was a prank. I let it simmer for a day, but then I did a new thumbnail. We got you. We pranked the audience. Hot mic joke on the audience, and I started getting more views on it, because that was the best point about it,
Yep.
Oh, Drive Shaft Drew's in here too. Good to see you, Drew. Let me ask you this, Lou. When you were talking about how she was suggesting you, do you think that was probably because she liked what you were doing, your personality, that kind of stuff? Like, you had a good reputation with her.
And I think that, I just think that she thought that we would click, and we ended up clicking. And just like when she suggested me to come here, I think she just thought, "Hey Lou, I think you'll enjoy this channel. Why don't you check it out?" And she doesn't do it all the time. She does it every once in a while. There'll be somebody that comes along, and I'll get a message, "Lou, you got to check this person out. I know you'll love them." And I've learned to take her advice because she's right 99.9% of the time. At least so far. I mean, her numbers are pretty good to me. But thumbnails, yes, a thumbnail as well can really make the difference on a video. I had one live stream that I put a really odd thumbnail on, and that video got major views. But also, you need to make sure you're entertaining people, because sometimes if people click on it because of the thumbnail and they're not happy with the video because the thumbnail didn't quite portray everything that the thumbnail was about, that'll get people to not follow you.
I have something to touch on here for Recycle Dude. You're still here?
Yep.
Hey, we got Not a Great Gamer joining us.
Hello.
Hey, Not a Great Gamer. Thanks for coming up today.
Well, I didn't have. It wasn't. What do you mean? Thanks. I had to ask you about 30 bloody times.
Ah,
I was sitting here just going, "Get me up, get 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 me up," till you caved in and made it very awkward for you all.
you know what though? We hang out with Cab 7, and "get me up" means a whole different thing.
Yeah, there you go.
And I would personally enjoy it if Cab 7 said that to me.
I have a question that I'm going to present to, everyone. I was just going to do it to Recycle Dude and Lou, but now that Not a Great Gamer has joined us, guys in the chat, we've got Recycle Dude, Not a Great Gamer, and Lou Rock up here talking about some ideas on how to network properly. Do you have any opening thoughts on this subject, Not a Great Gamer, as we kind of jump into this?
What thoughts exactly on what? How do I word this? Can I be politically correct, or can I just be brutally honest?
Look, we're up here to get opinions, and what I'm trying to do is kind of dissect the difference between real networking, building friendships, like Lou said, like Recycle Dude said, real friendships, and phony sub for sub kind of relationships. Real networking, yes. Go ahead, be brutal. Chat, here, I'm going to make an announcement.
Not a Great Gamer says he's going to be freaking brutally honest. So right now, here's a dose of reality from Not a Great Gamer. I have no idea what he's going to say.
Well, first of all, we're going to add some sausage to the background.
All right.
Like some sausage.
We want to hear what you got.
Right. These ones who come in here and then go like, "Not a great gamer," and then say nothing else. Or they're "not a great gamer," and then put an apple. You can suck my nuts. What the hell are you doing? And then you then remove people 5 minutes later. You say you added them, and then you remove them 5 minutes later. You're never gonna get anywhere in YouTube. All of these people who go to these ones who just go, "got you, click, got you, click." No, dead subs. Honest to God, you want quality over quantity. Some people have 1,000 subscribers, yet they'll get 25, 30 people in their live streams. Yeah. Some people have 50,000 subscribers, and you'll barely see them with 5 or 10,000, and you think, what's going on? It's because a lot of these have gone into these channels and clicked them buttons and got those people who don't give one flying fudge about you or your stuff. Have a nice day.
you know what?
That's a good opening statement by Not a Great Gamer, and I still got a question I'm going to propose to everyone here.
Brutally honest with things. I hope I haven't offended anyone, and if I have, suck my nuts, because you've got entitlement.
It's okay. What were you going to say, Lou?
Better now.
What he said was a really great point, and I just want to use one circumstance. What he said is, you want to invite people into your channel. It's not about quantity. It's about the quality of people that you have in your channel. I know a channel right now that has 1,500 subscribers that makes more money through donations than channels that I know that have 300,000 subscribers, and this channel with 1,500 subscribers is killing it. He's killing it because he's doing it the right way. He's that's his exact motto is, you know what? I might have 12 or 15 people in my live stream, but they're the right 12 people. And he kills it. I see him kill it. I've known a guy for about a half a year now, and he's doing great. And if that guy ever gets to be a big YouTuber, watch out, because he kills it. He kills it.
Well, I mean, if you have imagine if you had 500 subscribers, and you did a live stream or you made a video, and almost all of them every time are viewing in or watching. That's a pretty big ratio. Your analytics are going to look awesome. I mean, that's a key thing too. That's why numbers don't matter if the people who actually are your numbers are not watching what you're doing.
Well, I want to tell you something funny too that happened to me from personal experience. By the way, everyone in the chat, Juliet Miranda, great channel. I believe in you, Juliet, you and David, the producer, just so you know. She's a podcaster. They're out in Chicago, by the way, just so you know. And Drive Shaft Drew.
I think they just got back from Louisiana.
Oh, Ghost Mafia's up here.
They were down there in the French Quarter hanging out.
Hello, Ghost Mafia.
Hello, everyone.
Good to see you.
I'm going to interject here, Green Bay, just for some self-promotion. I hope you saw my interview with David, the producer, yesterday.
Nah, I didn't yet, but I will say this: I did see a thumbnail for it in my notifications, so I am interested in seeing what you guys talk about. I will check that out.
Joygasm, excellent.
But I want to say this: I was just going to make a quick statement about my own experience about the whole doing the networking and the sub for sub kind of streams. When I was doing that heavy, my first year or so on YouTube, year and a half, even though I had big crowds, I actually had people, believe it or not, that were unsubscribing from me, that were not coming to the live streams. They were sending me messages saying, Wacky, I love you, but I can't be in your streams because every time I go in there, everyone's, I got you, I followed you, I bust you. I just want to be there to talk and hang. I actually, believe it or not, was gaining, but I was losing at the same time.
Yep.
I kid you not. I was losing, even though I was gaining.
It almost put me off in the beginning because also, some channels don't want to be associated with sub for sub.
Mm-hmm.
So some channels, if you got any of that going down in your channel, they're not going to want to comment. They're not going to want to be seen there because they're not going to want to be accused of doing this, even if they're there to watch and enjoy the channel. They might not engage in the channel. Like you said, you might lose their subscription because they were scared off.
Yeah, it was just something that came to mind. The question I was going to put to everyone up here, by the way, Ghost Mafia?
Yes, sir.
Ghost Mafia just joined us. You got any opening statements on this particular subject? We're just trying to talk about networking versus, like, real networking, not like do it the right way, run a video in full. I mean, like, really building friendships.
And I hear people calling it networking streams and do it the right way and watch a video in full. But when you go into if you go into one of those networking streams and you're subscribing to 30 channels, that's 30 videos that you have to now watch that, you should have watched already, right? If you're going in and you're subscribing to one person, you're going to watch a video in full. Hell, that video might be a 3-minute video, or that might be a 20-minute video. But if you're getting 30 subscribers in a day, that's 30 videos to watch. How realistic is that? Are they really watching your video when they come to your channel and subscribe to you? Are they really going to watch the video?
Thing is a lot of the channels that are doing this have zero content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Zero.
And also, am I the only one? When somebody says do it the right way to me, I just want to put them in the middle of a WWE ring and just DDT them through the mat.
Well, that's what I'm trying
When
to...
I do my networking streams, I tell them, It only takes a spark to start a fire. It all starts with that conversation in the chat. And before you know it, you may be up on each other's panels. You may actually be doing a meetup with one another or a collab video. I says, but it all starts there in the chat, the interaction, the talking with other people in the chat, you know?
Have you not noticed? It seems to be the same ones, though, that you see doing it in the channels, in the streams.
Now,
Yeah.
whenever
Have you-
when I've suggested a channel, I like showcase a little trailer of actually what they are. You know, I'm gonna say, hey, check this out. This is why I like them. I'll show a piece of what they do, and then from there they can make their own assumption to say maybe I should check these guys out.
Let me tell you a little trick that I do that I've been doing and it works really well. This is for the chat. Wacky tips right now. Okay, I'll go give myself a round of applause. When I go into a chat, anyone's live stream, and I start saying hello to people, number one, I always deliver the first 2 comments, 1 or 2, always goes to the host. I see a lot of people jump into chats that don't acknowledge who is actually running the live stream. I always acknowledge the host. I light him up in red with the @ sign.
I hate that. I hate that. And for one, I get embarrassed sometimes when somebody comes in and just says hi to me and I'm on somebody else's panel. And it's like, whoa.
Wait a minute. Hold on? I want to make sure I get the
I
right
mean,
information.
without recognizing the host.
Oh, okay. So you're with me on what I'm saying.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, the way you said that, I was like, I hate that. And I was like, what? You don't like acknowledging the host first? I see.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with it. Like, I think it's kind of disrespectful to go into a panel, say I go to Cab 7's panel, and he's got 4 people on panel, and I'm friends with Ghost Mafia, say he's on the panel, and I say, hey, Ghost, what's going on? First.
The first thing I ever type is to the host. The very first comment.
Usually, if I'm in Cab 7 stream, and usually I'll have to lurk in Cab 7 stream because the first time I make a comment, I've got 100 people coming back to me going, "Hey Ghost, hey Ghost, hey Ghost," and I feel like I'm taken away from Cab because he's the host of the show, right? So unless there's a topic that I want to chime in on, I don't usually say much in Cab streams, you know, and. You know, once in a while he'll say something funny, and I'll say, a hashtag moist or something like that. And then all of a sudden, the chat blows up in orange on my screen, and I'm going, "Hey, Lou Rock, hey, this person, hey, Ray the Fam, hey, And I feel like I'm taking away the attention that Cab should have when I'm in there saying hi to everybody. So sometimes, I just don't say anything at all.
That's okay.
But I'm there.
That's
You know what I
okay.
mean?
That's lurk mode. Lurk mode is totally acceptable. I do it also. I guess I'm talking about when you're actually going to type. But
if I'm in there, sometimes I won't even say hi to Cab, but I'll comment on what he's commenting on in the chat. So I'm interacting with him. He knows that I'm there. He knows that I'm there for him because I'm a moderator for him. And, and I'm making a comment. I'm making a commitment to the conversation that he has going on.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's my second trick. Here's my second trick that I'm throwing out to the chat. So I go into live streams and I start saying hello to people. I start watching the chat. And the way I want to meet people is I read their comments. So right now, let me look at this chat. So let's see. BWYA Adventures says, you think highly of yourself, Ghost Mafia. Just kidding, right?
I think highly of the host.
No, wait. Hear me out. Hear me out. It's going to make sense. I'm going to put the dots together. I just grabbed that. He says he's just kidding, right?
I know.
Okay. So I see that comment, and I might say to BWYA Adventures, I'll type and light him up in red and say, LOL, I know what you mean. Ghost is a great guy, though. So I'm noticing what people are saying in the chat to start conversations. So Jenny Marsa says, I like reading comments, right? So I'm in a chat, and I might type and light her up in red. Said, yeah, me too. I like to read comments. That's how you get those friendships started, by actually seeing what people are saying, not just, I got you, I followed you.
Interacting, yeah.
Right, the reading of the chat, actually being interested in what they have to say and not just seeing the name. Like, oh, there's a name I don't have. Well, I agree. It's important, man. That's the network. That's the network.
So many people do mindless typing in the chat. Why are you in that chat? You're either there to talk to the host, talk to people in the chat. I got you. I followed you. You know, can I get some support? That kind of stuff. That's mindless.
And I love an interactive chat. I mean, I love when there's a lot of people in the chat and they're interacting, and you can go back and forth. Like when we do the game shows and things like that, you're really interacting with the chat. In fact, Green Bay Wacky's going to do an experiment with that later on this evening, right?
Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Ooh, yeah.
Watching for that.
Hello,
God.
Study Boy News.
Oh my gosh, I was in the most insane call last night with Green Bay Wacky, Ghost Mafia, and Cab 7. It was, I would say, I would compare it to the movie Clockwork Orange.
But we got all the logistics worked out. We know what we're doing now. We know how to go about it, and we got it all worked out. Now we just have to run the test stream.
Yeah.
So-
Well, we're trying to come up with entertainment value, you know, is kind of the way I look at it. But yeah, it was sort of like the call from hell for Lou.
No, not for me. I just seen, it's like giveaways. All right, giveaways are a logistical nightmare.
Oh, they are.
Ghost Mafia, I wasn't even subscribed to you. I have joined you now, sir. I do apologise.
Oh, that's all
I thought
right.
I was.
That's all right.
So there's another dead sub, but I'm joking. I'll
Should,
come by and I'll check.
Actually, I was lurking in your stream when you had Dave the producer on there the other day.
You
In
should have
fact, I was
said.
on a call with Wacky telling him about Dave the producer being on your show.
Oh, that's awesome. You should have said hello, dude. It'd be more than a pleasure. I'd be honoured if you guys came in one day and came up and answered some questions yourselves. It'd be epic.
Yeah, so I do lurk your streams.
Should I
Well,
even
I'll lurk yours now, mate.
should I give a little hint of what we were considering doing, Ghost, to the audience here?
You can't. I mean, you can. I mean,
Should I just kind of give them a little possibility, or no? Should I keep it quiet? We'll keep it quiet. All right.
We're all going to get
look,
tackle out and do
if you're
helicopters
gonna
and
do it
camera.
tonight, I mean, you might as well put it out there. It's just advertisement for that stream. You know, you might get more people in there.
And it may or may not be tonight. It depends on if everyone can get together on it. It could be tomorrow, but I'd be open for it tonight. Well,
Julia
okay.
Miranda says, I need to keep Dave off of the lives.
That's for Juliet.
All I want to know is, did you get to the Voodoo Queen's gravesite and get some pictures?
Yeah.
Voodoo Queen.
Yeah, they were down in French Quarter, Louisiana, down at the not Mardi Gras, but where they have the Mardi Gras.
You know what?
Yes.
Let's do a test on this, Ghost. Let's try a test. I will just mention what we were thinking of doing, and let's see what the chat says. All right?
Go ahead.
Can I
All
jump
right.
in on this one as well?
Because even Not a Great Gamer doesn't know what I was thinking.
I don't, but I've got a good idea. Leave me alone, not a great gamer.
No. Here's what okay, chat, listen closely. Listen closely to what I'm going to say that we're thinking about on a certain stream that we might do once a week or something like that. Everyone in the chat here, what would you say if you had a chance during a show, 4, maybe 5, it could even be up to 7 or 8, we don't know yet. But what if you had a chance to, when the stream ends, to come into what we would call backstage and hang out with the people on the panel? Like, let's say, for example, I was doing a stream that had Ghost Mafia, Cab 7, Lou Rock, and you were able to have a chance to come hang out with us in real life, well, real time,
In the after call, yeah.
in the after call, with us, whoever's on the panel. Would that be interesting to you? We're just curious. Type 1 if you think that would be interesting, that you would actually get a chance to come backstage once the live stream's over and hang out. Type 1 in the chat if you think that's an interesting idea.
Will there be hot chicks? God, the good one.
Let's see. Juliet Miranda says 1.
I could dress up like a chick.
Haya Truth 1. Stefan, we're seeing a lot of 1s. Oh,
Well,
every-
and the idea for this is that, okay, a lot of times we'll be doing live streams or like a panel, and people will say, hey, can I come up on the panel? And we're like, well, we've never had you on a panel before. We're really reluctant to bring new people up on panel that we don't know or we've never been on a panel with. because there's been so many trolling incidents where they came up and porn bombed your channel or something like that. But this is an after call. We're not live, so there's less of a risk of getting your channel taken down if somebody comes in and porn bombs you or something like that. And it gives the opportunity to meet some new people and interact with them so that you get to know more people. And then you can have fresh faces up on your panels by getting to know new people.
Look at the chat lighting up with ones, people saying that would be incredible, that would be great. Okay, I'm just curious. We're just doing a little possible test here. By the way, guys, there's 40 people in the house. Tweet out the stream, share it on social media if you want to build up our chats.
Okay, Mutton Nuts review. I am too scared to ever be on a panel. Now, Mutton Nuts, I do lurk your streams. I have lurked your streams. In fact, I've even chatted in your stream a couple times. To be up on a panel, well, this isn't a live panel. You're in an after call. You might be able to get more comfortable with the people in the after call and then eventually be able to get up on panels. It could be a way for you to get over that fear.
Yeah. We're talking about off camera, like the live streams. I mean, you'd be on camera, but not live. You'd be able to talk with us for like a half hour, maybe longer if we liked everyone. It just would depend. Okay, Study Boy New Zealand, have a great day. We love you, Study Boy. Great guy on New Zealand. That's not a great. I started reading Not a Great Gamer. Scott.
Yeah, I'm winding him up because I saw that you asked God if he would come up, so I just messaged him saying, "Are you coming up?" No, he's drunk. Apparently, he's
he told me.
He's always acting drunk anyway. So God, it wouldn't make no difference, my friend. You waffle crap when you're sober.
Okay, I got something I want to touch on for networking. Back to this topic. I'll throw this out to everyone up here. What do you think? What are your opinions about the way you act on other people's live streams? As far as, other people in the community possibly lurking, possibly seeing you, how does that affect networking in your future growth on YouTube? Your behavior. I'll give you an example. Like, let's say you're, like right now, you're all sweet and nice on my channel. But let's say you're in another live stream and you start, spewing out a bunch of hate. Maybe you say racial stuff, whatever, just the way you act on in other situations, other places where people might see you on YouTube. Anyone can give me an opinion. Come on, Recycle Dude, save my ass.
I mean, I'm pretty much me, whether I'm on your panel or Lou's panel or my own channel or whatever. If we're doing an adult-oriented stream and we're cutting loose a little bit, that's one thing. But the racism stuff, yeah, that's bad. And I've actually had people like say things that were racial on my channel. Not that I shared their views or anything like that, but I've actually, hey, you can't say that you can't do that on here, man. You need to chill out, and I'll say that to them. But
420 King Bong's got a good point. It depends on your following if you gained them on being like that or not. That's a good point.
I mean,
some people join solely for the drama. They love drama, and they'll even try to cause it in streams. You get them as well, I've noticed.
I mean, depending how you are, if you're the same way you are in your streams as you are at other streams, just makes it more of you being a genuine person. But
right.
I mean, of course, you could be a person who does have two different ways, that they do things as well. But I mean, it's just how it's going to perceive, who you are, I guess, on YouTube. So I mean, it does affect for sure.
The only reason I proposed the question is I myself have some people that I'm kind of gun shy to be friends with on YouTube because they're different when I see them out on different places. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to be friends with that person because, it's almost like my reputation being on the line a little bit,
Oh, and it is, as the host. I mean, it truly is. And there is people that I have seen that was, totally fine on my channel, but then they go over into a drama community, and I've heard them drop N-bombs. I've heard them calling out the host and telling them to shut the F up and everything else. And I'm like, dude, even though he's not on my channel right now, I can't have him back up on my panel again because the risk of that going on is too great.
That
And
is one word.
I'm not
that
going to
you
bring my
really cannot
I'm not
say.
going to bring my channel down because of one loose cannon, and that person.
I
That's
got to
what-
make a comment. Hold that thought just for a sec, Recycle
Dude,
Dude.
June Gall is only here to cause drama, she says. June Gall is only here to cause drama. June, we love you!
Sorry, go ahead.
I love
idea-
June's drama.
The idea that you guys had about the behind the scenes, like not live, but having people come on, I think is a great idea for what you just said. That's why it's good to get to know people. You don't want to. I get so many people that come on my streams like, can I jump on the panel whenever I have anybody? And it's hard to just bring somebody up you don't know. There's a lot of things you could lose your channel depending on what they said or did.
I've seen it happen. Seen it happen. I know of a channel that accidentally dropped the link to the Hangout in their chat as opposed to like a private message to someone. And
Ouch.
somebody came up and started running pornography, hardcore, sexually explicit. The live stream got shut down within 2 minutes because they didn't realize it was, obviously they were not paying attention to their live stream playback. Shut down, striked, they couldn't live, they actually
90
almost
days
lost their
out,
channel.
yeah.
Yep, they almost lost their channel.
Yep, I remember that. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. I kind of blame the host for being irresponsible, though. You know, once you go live, you got to control your live stream,
It isn't. The thing is, on for example, back on Google Hangouts, somebody could come up though, get their tackle out, start spinning it about, and then kick you, and you couldn't do nothing about it. They'd literally hijack your stream.
Yeah.
So there was
You can eject them from the stream, but by the time you hit that eject button, it's too late.
on Hangouts though, couldn't they eject you?
Oh,
No, only the host can eject
only the
someone.
host.
Alright.
Only the
My
host.
bad. Or is it? No, they could only mute you. Sorry, wasn't it? I
yeah,
do
they could
apologise.
use
Yeah.
So I did see a couple of issues on Hangouts when that was about, but this and StreamYards I find gives a lot more power. However, you can't. Everyone has a bad day, and whilst Gareth Matthew brought up the N word, that's a word that
Cigarettes.
it's just no, we can't. No one can use that, and there's no excuse for using it on a bad day. But sometimes people, I'm sure, go online and they have their own little event. I've done it once or twice. No one's perfect. We can't judge them on that.
No,
But
and I don't. Yeah, no one's perfect. No one's perfect at all.
I actually have to say. I'm trying to figure out how to word it because when I go into my fault mode, I can take ages to get words out, so I'll be as quick as possible. This channel and Cab Sevens, if you actually look at my streams and panels prior to talking to you guys and after, coming on here has given me knowledge to move on to my other streams. There is etiquette that you do need on the streams, and I think you've got a good balance, Green Bay, of how you've got it. You can swear, you can have your own opinion, you don't silence people having an opinion, but they just can't be pricks.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
That's long story short. I think you can be yourself on a panel, but it's just as long as you're not a prick.
I mean, there's a difference between a troll and an opinion, a person with an opinion. So that's what's good. You can have an opinion. There's two different things.
I think, well, this is just me because my channel, people get mad at me because I let a lot of stuff slide, but I don't like try to ban people and block them and all that because they're saying some things in the chat that maybe are opinions, that I do kind of have respect for those opinions, even though it might be a little controversial, so long as it's not like racially charged or a direct attack on a channel or something like that, I don't want to silence everyone. But here's something. Back to the networking thing versus the sub for sub and all that. What do you think about the people like doing this because they're desperation? Like they're just desperate to get people over to their channel.
OG just photobombed you, Green Bay.
Oh, OG, Olivia Grace, round of applause. Hello. Everyone say hi to OG.
See, hi Uncle Lou. Hi Uncle Green Bay.
I would wait to see him
what
up.
are you doing? Hey.
I'm going to pick Lou Rocks. I'm going to put my head up his nose again. Just keep that nose up there, Lou.
Hey, stop that.
I'm going up your nose, Lou.
No, last time I got a nosebleed.
I'm going up.
Hey.
Go with your daddy.
But I
By the
just
way,
mean,
my whole set fell down. This is why you're seeing this view. The entire set just fell down.
but you know what? I will say this, Recycle Dude. I actually like your background because it's actually kind of looks like a real set.
Oh, okay. Well, that works then. Yeah, everything just fell down. That's just what happens about live streams. So you never know. You never know what's gonna happen.
A St. Paul Lime dog. Pandering with babies will get you everywhere. Oh, OG is totally cute. Captain Jerk Justin. How you doing, Justin?
Captain
We
Jerk.
have some good opinions on this.
I still owe Captain Jerk a visit.
Oh, that's right. You guys were talking about networking, possibly.
No, we're talking about actually meeting up. He doesn't live far away.
So do you think desperation is a form of why everyone's doing all this quick fix sub for sub kind of stuff?
Actually, yep. I think you're right. Real quick, an opinion. I think on that. I think this is how some people got into it. I don't think everybody started that way. I think some people, made the videos, made the content, did everything right, and then they're so frustrated they're not getting views or they're not growing that they're like, well, there's got to be a way, I can whatever, and that might have actually made them go to network, sub for sub and stuff.
Now, okay, so they changed the monetization rules there not too long ago to 4,000 watch time hours and a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, right?
Yep.
There was rumors just a few months back that they were talking about by this time in 2020, for monetization, you're going to have 10,000 subscribers or a minimum of 10,000 subscribers. I don't think the watch time is going to matter at 10,000 subscribers. But if they do that, a lot of people took notice of that being the rumor. And I think that's what's driving the sub for sub. Like everybody wants to get to 10,000 like right now. And I think that's driving a lot of it. The sheer panic that YouTube's going to cut out the smaller channels completely, and you're going to have at least 10,000 subscribers to be monetized.
Yeah, I know that's a rumor. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. I would say that let me throw a question out to the panel. This is going to be brutally, bluntly honest. Like we talked about how you have to have 1,000 subscribers to live stream on mobile.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are doing sub for sub to get the 1,000 for mobile, right?
Right.
Just an opinion. I'm just going to throw it out there, and this is going to sound callous and cold. Do you think that you would help your channel more by doing sub for sub, so the algorithm knows that you're doing all this sub for sub to get up to 1,000, or would you be better off scratching, scrounging, selling something, working extra hours, something to get yourself a laptop computer or a desktop so you could live stream with less than 1,000?
Honestly, if you're a YouTuber,
just an opinion.
There's other ways to live stream from your mobile device. You can't do a video telling people about it. You can't do a tutorial video showing them how to do about it, because YouTube will actually threaten to take your video down and strike your channel.
Well, I know that technically
if you have the knowledge, you know where to look, you can find out how to live stream from your mobile device without having 1,000 subs.
But let's go from the standpoint that you can't really technically skate around it because you might get in trouble with your channel. Are you hurting or helping your channel doing all the sub for sub to get it, or getting a different computer system?
Honestly, and
just curious.
It's always been my opinion that if you're a new YouTube channel, whether it's beneficial to your channel or not, everybody's going to go through a sub for sub phase because it's a learning curve. Okay, you have to experience it to know that it doesn't work. And everybody's got to experience it at some point. Every channel's going to do it at some point, and then they're going to find out, well, I picked up 30 subs today, but I got purged for 25.
I got purged 90.
That's a great answer, Ghost. That's what I wanted, was some honesty.
But it's a learning process with YouTube. You've got to do it. You're going to have to do it at some point to learn that it doesn't work. I mean, we can all sit here and preach to the choir and say, "Oh, sub for sub doesn't work," but until they experience it for themselves, you know, it's not going to be as believed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that was kind of brutally that's what I wanted, some honest answer. You know what? I would have to say that I actually agree. I actually agree that people almost have to do some form of the sub for exactly what Ghost said, to find out it's not the way to go. Because, see, I think what happens is people get addicted to it. Once they get addicted to it, because they're looking at that number, I know channels that have 6,000 or 7,000 followers that get 20 views on their videos. 20. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing to me. Because they didn't.
Good one says, Ghost Mafia, there's a fine line between networking and sub for sub. And yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right. And I love the way that he does his streams and with Dave the Bastard. Dave the Bastard is currently with Stacey Morgan right now.
I watched that video.
Him to JoJo and them. And then I'm going to see if they want to send him to me, and then I'll send him to somebody. He's got this whole concept going where he's like networking this puppet. And this puppet is traveling all over the world. It's really a cool concept. I love the idea. That got the good one. And I love it, man. I'm digging it. I'm watching the videos. I love it.
That's a good point. Someone here said they're not here. Oh, Captain Jerk said he wasn't here for making money, which is another good point. I mean, if you're not here for that, I guess the monetization doesn't matter if you.
Well, Captain Jerk is here to make lighters. That's the difference.
And skulls.
Yes.
That's true.
And everyone in the chat, just so you know, that's true. Captain Jerk in the chat creates custom lighters and skulls and things like that. You can actually buy them from him. And we love Justin. Captain Jerk, for real, if you have any interest in that, seek him out. That's for real. That's not a joke.
I actually enjoy watching those videos. They're quite relaxing while he's sitting there, and it's like a jeweler. He's got all these tools and even talks about how he does it and says, hey, you could do it. He actually, one time, when I'm not saying what he says, but one time I was there, he was like, you could do it your way. I don't suggest you do it my way, but it works for me. And it's just it's relaxing to me. I don't know. I've caught myself going into a bunch of his streams.
So I had another question here for you, for everyone on the panel. What do you think the difference is between Squeaky Wheel gets the grease and hounding someone to try to force a friendship?
Oh.
Oh.
Right. I got Squeaky Wheel gets the grease.
I know, that was a hard-hitting question there.
I mean, honestly, Squeaky Wheel gets the grease. It's pretty much the same thing as, hounding someone, really. I mean, if you think about it.
But is there a point where you can hound someone too much, where you turn them off, where they don't want to network with you?
Absolutely.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
For sure, you can.
I mean, you've experienced that, Lou, haven't you?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where it's like too much. It's like too much.
Oh, yeah. I've had to block people because it got weird, really crazy weird, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Green Bay, I'm your number one fan, don't forget.
Oh my God, I had one of those. I swear I felt like I was in that movie. I was like, no.
Which movie?
Misery.
Oh, Misery.
Yeah, I'm your number one fan.
Oh,
that's what I was trying to get at. Yeah, at least you got it.
All right, I want to show. Oh, hold on.
It's all fun and games until Kathy Bates comes walking at you with a sledgehammer and you're chained to a bed.
I heard that in the book, you know how she smashes his ankles in the movie? I heard in the book she actually chops his feet off.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Yikes.
Mr. Kaplan's got a question. Let's see what it is, because I just saw I have a question for you. What about, would you do things you don't always enjoy as you would at a job if you were earning money, or do you believe you should always do what you want and enjoy?
Oh, you know who would be a great person to answer that one? And he was talking about it last night with the sponsors deal, Lou Rock.
What did I say?
You were talking about how the sponsors wanted you to do something, but the sponsors
I had landed a
fulfilled their
sponsor.
obligations, so you wasn't.
Right. I had landed a sponsor. I won't mention any names, okay? But it's a company that I actually had done business with, and this business had not kept up to their end of the deal on a certain deal that they did, and they had no customer service department, but they were gonna sponsor me. And so I called him and I said, well, listen, you know, I got problems with your business, you know, and I can't even find a customer service department. You know, are you guys going to fix this? What do I even do? And then if I'm going to send people to you and I know myself that you guys don't keep up with your word, that's going to look really bad on me. And they never fixed it and never anything. So
they were going to pay you what, $100 to do a video promoting.
Yeah, it was $100 for promoting their product. Yeah, $100 for promoting their product, but I got to like it was like a dilemma of my own conscience, and it was like, am I gonna send people that really trust what I'm saying? Not saying everybody does, but the people that do, am I gonna send them somewhere where they're gonna get ripped off?
I mean, you could have taken the $100, did the video, and said, "Hey, I made $100."
That's, you know what? And I was even rethinking that. I'm like, well, maybe I should have just took the $100. What? You know, why not?
You used to discuss this on another stream, may I interrupt?
Hey, can I? Oh, yeah. I wanted to interrupt too for a second. I wanted to show everybody out there this dinner. It's turkey and stuffing and potatoes and the best food ever created on the planet.
And it's Lou Rock's favorite.
This is why I live with Mom.
Ghost Mafia, have you two discussed this before? Because when you was talking about that, I had like the massive, biggest sense of deja vu. I'm trying to figure out whether I watched it before.
We were actually talking about it last night in a private call, so I don't know.
Like literally deja vu to like the strongest point where I could actually kind of recite what you was about to say when you were speaking.
But the question that Kaplan had asked was, you know, do you do something like take the money and do the video, or do you do what you feel is right?
Yep.
And in Lou Rock's case, his conscience, you know, he couldn't do that video and take that money in good conscience because of the lack of.
Well, screw that.
The business wasn't where it needed to be for him to do it. You know what I mean? They didn't live up to their obligation, so he couldn't do the video in good conscience.
See, personally, I'm a firm believer on YouTube here. This is just me. I think you should do what you enjoy doing because it's a lot easier to do it more naturally if you're into it. If you're not into it, I think it's hard to fake it. That's just me.
Oh, yeah.
I like what I'm doing. I guess I've considered myself an overall person now. Like, I'm trying to be a person that does many things. I sing, I do comedy videos, I do do-it-yourself videos, live streams. So I'm like one person with a whole bunch of aspects to myself, and I like everything I do, you know?
Well, to answer Kaplan's question, I'd say you have to follow your own beliefs, okay? If you're a person, if you're a channel that's all about the money and it isn't going to bother you to take the $100, do the commercial, and go on, well, that's on that person's channel that decides to do that. But if you're one of those people that, no, I can't in good conscience, advertise for these people when they're just not up to the standards that I would hold accountable on my channel, you know.
Well, you don't want to represent. You don't want to represent something you don't like either.
Yeah, and
no, you got to be yourself. I mean, a lot of people in the community know, they know, like, I'm born again Christian, right? But
it's on the person who's hosting that channel. It's their ultimate decision. And unfortunately, I mean, if they take the money and do the video, we'd probably never know what their actual opinion is of that company, and we wouldn't be the wise. You know what I mean?
You know, I did have a company that did win my heart over. They paid me $20 for a sponsorship, and that's Dog Ham.
Dog Ham, yes.
Can I chime in on this topic?
Oh my goodness!
All I gotta say is, what's gonna help you grow on your channel is your personality, and I really believe in that.
Yep.
I remember when I first started YouTube, everyone looked at me and it was like, "Oh, this is just another new channel. Who cares about that?" And they overlooked me, right? A lot of people did, because I was doing gardening videos. Well, sometimes you got to change the direction of your channel until you get to that one niche that people are going to recognize you as. And I think I found mine. And from where I started to where I'm at now, I mean, it's been a long process. Some people grow faster than others, and some people grow with age. You know, they say that, fine wine, the test is the test of time, right? So I like where I'm at. But I think the number one thing to grow your channel, it's not networking, it's not sub for sub, it's you, the personality.
I agree. If you got a great personality and you're a real person on YouTube, you're the same person you are in everyday life. And Cab7, he's met me in person. He knows that I'm the same in real life as I am on the screen. And if you got a good personality, you're good with, speaking with people and putting yourself out there, people are going to come to you.
Hey, bear with me. Everyone on the panel's got to be quiet for 11 seconds. They'll hear us when I'm just going to do the tweet the stream video.
It's a social media break. Go tweet out this stream on your Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on Google+, put it on the side of an airplane, put it on the side of a building, put it on the side of a barn. I don't care where you put it. Just let the world know Green Bay Wacky is live.
Selflessly self-promoting here. Okay, we're back. And just a reminder to everyone out in the chat, let me go to the other view, the gallery view. Right now we've got Not a Great Gamer, myself, Green Bay Wacky, Ghost Mafia, Recycle Dude, The Lou Rock, and Cab7 just joined us. And we're just kind of talking about how to network, but more in the line of building friendships, not sub for sub. That's kind of what we're talking about.
I like the personality. What you were saying, the personality though is so huge. What's great about that is there's millions and millions of channels, millions and millions of streams. There's people doing the same subjects and the same type of video people are doing. But when you're that unique personality, it's infectious. People will watch you and people will like you just for that. That's the biggest thing you can do. I totally agree with that. I agree.
The more charismatic you can be and the more entertaining you can be, the more people are going to come to you.
Yeah.
I'm really touched by what I think it was what Lou Rock had said. But what brought me to all the friendship that I had is a meeting that I went to probably about 6 months ago, if that. And it was a Dog Ham meeting. And it brought a whole bunch of good people together that felt the same way that I did, that having 25% more dog in ham is going to bring more people to the realization that, hey, we need to come together and support this idea and support one another and love on one another. And I think it's come together pretty well.
And
Also,
I see that Not a Great Gamer is sporting the Dog Ham sausages.
I noticed.
well,
Excuse
also,
me, no. I'm going to respond to this one. I've been quiet for a while, but how dare you call my Cumberland sausage dog ham, sir? That is the pride of Cumbria right there, or Cumberland. I don't even know where Cumberland is. Help me out, God, the good one. Anyway, this is an amazing sausage.
It looks like it may have a little bit of Welsh Corgi in it.
I see Chihuahua for some reason.
I was thinking wiener dog.
You know what?
It's just the finest pork and the finest spices of the British Isles, or possibly Denmark. Got a lot of Danish.
Cab7, all that love stuff and all that is awesome. But even more than that,
Yeah.
Get to eat.
I have.
You, all I heard was you get to eat,
Cut out.
and you cut out.
Oh, we get a meal out of the deal.
Oh, I love. You're a poet and you didn't know it. You got a meal out of the deal. I love that, man.
Yeah.
Dog Ham Anonymous.
I have. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Out of the deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have my headphones on. That's my wife. I got a question for everyone on the panel, referring to how we're talking about networking, building friendships. I'll just get your opinions here. It's out to the chat. What do you think about people that are so quick to jump into collaborations? And the reason I proposed this question, I think a lot of people do collaborations when they shouldn't have, because they're not really thinking about who it is they're even collaborating with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Guilty.
No. I throw some opinions. What do you think about that?
Guilty.
Guilty.
Here's my opinion, but this is only for me,
Yeah,
not for anyone
that's-
else. Okay.
Yeah.
I am my own person. I over, and a lot of people know it's just like I over other people. I over what's overbear other people. Yeah. So that's why it's safer for me to be my own person, my own channel under my own umbrella. I cannot collaborate. I've tried to do it, but I always seem to be overbearing. Not that I'm doing it on purpose. It's just the way I am.
You know what?
I think it.
I seen there was a collaboration between Cab 7 and Green Bay Wacky one night by candlelight.
Oh yeah.
There was a cot involved.
Yes,
Oh,
there was a
my
cotton
goodness.
involved.
Don't even get me started.
I've heard the cot story, and I'm still curious to know whether this was a normal sized cot or a large cot or a reinforced.
It
cot.
was an extra large cot.
Well, it's true. I do have. That is not an exaggeration. Dave knows this as well as I do. It's made for 2 people, and it will hold 500 pounds.
Now this is how you gain subscribers, ladies and gents. Tell us more, Cab 7.
They had
Well-
an intimate candlelit dinner over square pizza one night.
That's true. That's true too. I mean, everything that you're saying is the truth. I mean, Dave and I cannot deny that.
Did you feed each other Reese's peanut butter cups after?
I actually, that's true too. I mean, and
Oh,
there's
my
more.
goodness.
I mean, you guys are telling the story just the way it happened.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Dave, I'm serious now. Wow.
Wow.
It's as if they were there or something to watch.
So wait a minute, Cap. Is that the night that it turned you off of collaborating with people?
Oh yeah. After I saw, well, listen, Dave looked at me with lust in his eyes, and that scared the hell out of me.
Is he too needy?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Wow.
will say on the collaborations, I think it's important to be like have a lot in common with who you're collaborating with. To
Yes.
make, I mean, that's the real thing. Because some people just try to collaborate with anybody. Like
That's what
they
I
get
mean.
more viewers, maybe I'll get more people. That doesn't work if you're not in a common type of format or something. It just doesn't seem to work. That's just what I.
See, for me, I look at it this way. I don't think it has to necessarily be the same format so much. Like I could collaborate with a paranormal channel or a makeup channel, or I could do it with anyone. What I
You
think
could do it with
Really?
yeah,
Really?
yeah,
As long as it's in the cot.
But what I think the collaborations need to be are like-minded people, where your minds are on
Yeah.
the same page of how you view YouTube.
I mean, sometimes it can be fun to step out of your norm. In fact, I know of, John HSFL and Herman the Great, who's in the chat,
Yeah.
recently did a collaboration together. And Herman the Great is not a paranormal channel. And that video was great. It was entertaining. You know, he got to go with HSFL on a paranormal, quest. And there was some entertainment there. It was kind of cool. Recently, Nero Trigger was with me, and he doesn't do paranormal videos.
No,
It was funny. It was entertaining. His reactions and things. Nope. I'm out.
no.
Straight out.
I might not have worded that right. What I meant was, like, for example, not so much that your channels have to have the same material. Like for example, let's say there was a channel that was just hated because the drama there was hateful and horrible. I wouldn't want to collab with that channel because we're not like-minded, and that's on me then, that I'm sort of like part of that kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think I didn't word mine right either. Because speaking of H's of Paranormal, he actually did a kamikaze karaoke. We collaborated and did one of those one time. So.
Yeah, so that was kind of the point I meant. Like,
So it is fun to break out of your normal spectrum every once in a while and do something that I wouldn't be accustomed to normally, and I'm collaborating with, say, Not a Great Gamer or Recycle Dude.
I wish.
Go on a scrapping spree with Recycle. I think that would be cool, actually, because I am kind of into the scrapping a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be cool.
That would be a cool collab for me.
This is a real change of subject, and I'm really sorry.
no, go ahead. Great.
My thoughts are going out to the 6 police officers who have recently been shot in Philadelphia. Yeah, that's horrific.
Did someone say that in the chat? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I've just googled it.
Yeah, that happened last night.
Oh.
Oh, was it last night? I do apologise. Noodles posted it just now, and I thought it had just happened. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said that.
Well, it was
I do.
last night, early this morning, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's absolutely horrific. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to say hi to Valerie out there, by the way. I have a hard time. I have to copy and paste her name because she has asterisks. Trying to light it up in red. I just wanted to say hi to Valerie.
Asterisks? Is that like some kind of new, like something that clings to your that's what it sounds like.
I'm going to put the laugh out there for you. I think there was a joke in that somewhere, Lou. I don't know what it was. I don't know where you were going with that.
I think he's saying you can kiss his asterisk.
There we go.
Yeah.
And Michigander Man Rob, good to see you. Beth Plants out there. St. Paul I'm Dogs hanging with us. Captain Jerk's hanging with us. We should get Captain Jerk up here. See if he's got any opinions on this.
Well, I'll tell you what. Exchange me out for Captain Jerk because I got to do some business.
Yep.
Okay, so
no worries.
Green Bay Wacky, I appreciate you bringing me up on the panel, and to those distinguished family members up here, we're talking about Ghost Mafia, Green Bay Wacky.
Hey, Cab.
Blue Rock. We're talking
Wait.
What?
Right before you leave.
What the hell's that pig snorting sound in the back?
All right, everyone's got to be quiet right before you leave because, you're a veteran, Cab. I do it every stream.
Yes.
Let me do it right before you leave. Stay with us.
All right.
All right, everyone be quiet just for a sec. Guys and gals in the chat, if you know Green Bay Wacky, I'm a big supporter of veterans. I always say this. Please, always support our veterans. Always remember them around the world. We have allies. We have veterans all around the world. We have POWs, haven't come home. Send your positive energy, your prayers out so their families know that we're thinking about them. Our first responders, Ghost Mafia had me add that. Thank you, Ghost. Fire, police, EMS, call comes in, their life is on the line. Don't forget our veterans, our first responders. We even acknowledge our lifeguards that save lives. That's all I want to say. We have so many in the community, so many around the world. Veterans, thank you for serving. I'll say it again. I am not a veteran, but I am the son of a veteran. My dad served on the beaches of Normandy. I love veterans. Always want to acknowledge them every stream. Shout out to all the veterans. I just want to do that right before Cab checked out.
Amen.
We are back. Okay.
I just can I go ahead can I going on, or do you want me to just get the hell out of here?
You can leave. You can leave now, Cab. You can leave.
Okay, I just wanted to say it was an honor to be among these distinguished guests and friends up on the panel. Ghost Mafia, Lou Rock, Recycle Dude, and our good friend Not a Great Gamer. So as always, Green Bay Wacky, Green Bay.
Yes.
Eat more dog ham, okay?
Yes, and this is Cab. This is Cab 7 leaving the panel. So if you're not familiar with him, check out his channel, guys. He's an awesome, uplifting YouTuber, and he means a lot to this community. So click those 3 dots. Check out his channel. We'd love for you to follow him.
That's right. Hit that bar, ding that bell, drop a like on one of his videos, and leave him a comment so he can get back to you. Back to you, Wacky.
Yeah, I want to say one thing right before he leaves.
Yes.
Remember, too, with Cab 7, he's a man of many talents. You check out his playlist. He's got gardening videos. He's got comedy videos. It's not always just his uplifting live streams. So he's got a lot to explore.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Much
Yep.
love to all
We
of
love you, man. We love you.
All right.
Later, Cab.
Later.
See ya.
Brother.
Yeah, I want to get Justin up here. He's probably got some ideas on this subject. I think he's in for it. I think Captain Jerk would lay into us on some stuff. Ha ha!
Oh, guaranteed.
Guaranteed, yeah. All right, I sent that out. Tweet it out, guys. Let them know we're live. We're having a discussion about networking properly, growing your channel. Opinions, all are welcomed. And if anyone out in the chat has any specific question for someone on the panel relating to this subject, by all means, type it. We'll try to get that along.
I mean, you can do a networking stream, or you can call it a networking stream, and you can promote them to interact with each other into the chat, but it's their choice to do so. But my larger idea of networking isn't so much as going into the chat to try to gain subs. It's getting up on panels, it's getting seen, it's interacting, it's meeting new people on other people's panels, to where, you know, like Not a Great Gamer, maybe I could get not a Great Gamer to come on to one of my shows one night, and, you know, I've gotten to know him up here. I've met him face to face on after calls and things like that now. And, you know, to be able to put new faces out on the channel, you know what I mean? So there's your networking type interaction.
Yeah, I get you networking right here.
By the way, Not a Great Gamer, what do you know about conspiracies there, buddy?
Dave the Jerk.
Captain Jerk's up.
Hello. I mean Captain Jerk. I don't know why I called you Dave the Jerk. I do apologise.
Dave the Jerk. That was nice.
You know, I probably don't know near enough about any one topic to actually make any sense of anything.
Well, it's a general idea here that we're talking about, Justin. Just what's the difference between building friendships to grow your channel here, networking, versus networking where people think it's sub for sub? Like,
Sub for sub is quicker, but it's empty. It's hollow. There's nothing to it.
Yeah, it's not like we're really slamming or talking about this. It's more like better ways to build friendships that
You might as well go and buy them. Sub for sub it doesn't mean anything. If you want the numbers just so you don't get freaking shut out of the freaking live streaming game, then fine, do it. But otherwise, no, it's empty. It's hollow. There's no point to it.
Now,
Other than
let me ask you, did you go through that learning process on YouTube where you did the sub for sub?
Of course.
Everybody has, you know, and I think it's imperative that they go through that. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to deny it. I did. I didn't want to, but I finally succumbed, and I was just like, you know what? If I'm going to do YouTube and I'm going to make anything out of this, even if it's just a cool channel, I'm not going to make any money necessarily, but if I'm just going to make a cool channel and try to keep up with, you know, everything that's going on, I might as well have like some kind of base.
I got to cut you off just for a sec, Captain Jerk. There's a raid going on in the chat. Nomadic Bike is raiding us.
Oh, nice.
Nomadic Bike. Thank you, dude.
Hey, Nomadic Bike.
Go Econolines. Ford Econolines.
Hello, nomadic bike. Sorry, nomadic bike.
I just noticed that. Thank you, Nomadic Bike, for the raid. That's awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
He's bringing in a lot of friends. Sal Saraz. Let's see here. Nina Landis is in here. Mrs. Hopkins, 73. Wow, a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Monica Tia Moni Arts.
Oh, I know Monica.
Prev, Ford Econolines, yeah. Who else is coming in from the raid? Desmond Donders, maybe? Drone Tread on Me. Was Blind.
Ralph Moore.
Wow, thank you, Nomadic Bike. Thank you. That's awesome. Good channel, too. I like Nomadic Bike. Nomad Unbroken. Oh, smash that like. Okay, sorry. Go Fish Office. I can't stay. You all have a good time. Hey, Go Fish Office. Thanks for coming. Nero Trigger's out there, too.
Yeah, I said hello to him.
Oh, what's up, Nero?
You're a who? No.
Hey, Ralph's in there too.
I don't know who Nero Trigger is, but hi, Leah and Ladybug.
Leah and Ladybug. I got another question for you for the panel. Tell me what you think of this. So we were talking about the sub for sub and the networking and all that. I've just heard this said a lot. Tell me what you think about this, how it would make your channel better or worse. I've heard it said, go ahead and do all the sub for sub you can because it's a numbers game. Do the sub for sub to hundreds and hundreds of people because it might shake out that you will gain 20 real followers.
What out of 500?
I was going to say, out of like 2,000, you might gain 5 or 10 real followers. You know,
This is how my theory on this one. So you work your way to 1,000 people, and you ain't got a phone, and you do your first live stream on a laptop, and then 1,000 people are all sub for sub. You do that glorious live stream, and you get 2 people come in. Congratulations.
Yep. There you go.
I can tell you what though, if you got people from sub for sub, right, and then you did a live stream, they may check you out for a minute to see if your live stream is sub for sub as well. But I guarantee if they're not, then they're done.
Well, I just hear that a lot at some of these streams that's the reason to sub for sub all the time because it's a numbers game. But my thinking is, I used to think that way. I actually did. But then I realized YouTube is a big algorithm. It's a big electronic algorithm, and it's not a real person that's monitoring your channel. And the algorithm is monitoring this stuff.
Unless you come to the attention of the corporate. Then on goes the rubber glove, and your eyes poke out of your head.
Yep, I agree.
Here's the numbers game. Okay, so if you can get 10% of your subscriber count into your chats when you're live streaming, you're doing good. If you can get more than 10%, you're doing great. I know people that's been doing sub for sub on YouTube for the last 3 years, has over 10,000 subscribers, and when they go live, they have between 8 and 20 people in their chat, which is like,
you want to know something even more? Me and Cab, we do this a lot. We go to streams. I've been in several streams where the channel has 50,000 or more subscribers, and they have 40 or less people in the chat. With 50, I pull more people in with 6,000 subscribers.
I've seen that.
An example of a channel that I think he only has about 750 subscribers, but the man puts in like 25 people every live stream he does, which I think is absolutely outstanding. I hope it's not rude for me to say this, but Video Calling Show is the channel's name.
That's okay.
And, for any early channels that are trying to build up, if you want to see how to get quality, so to speak, I recommend checking him out because, you know, he's new himself and he's clearly doing something right to attain those kind of numbers every single stream he does.
Well,
you know, I mean, coming from someone who's got the similar amount of subs from him, I'll admit I don't get that many, so he must be doing something right.
Well, the reason...
Oh, sorry. I'll quickly. I'll be 5 more seconds.
No, sorry.
I think it's always good. People like yourself, anyone who has a more sub count, and can also hold the views, they can talk the talk and walk the walk. You should listen to what they say, because if you're not doing it yourself, they're clearly doing something right. So listen to their advice and don't brush it off. Sorry, that was it.
No, that was my bad for trying to cut you off there. The reason I was kind of talking about that other thing is I think a lot of channels, you could tell me if you agree or disagree, I'm guilty of this too, and I'm now starting to look a little more. I think a lot of, you know what I used to look at? I used to look at my sub number. How many subs do I got today? How many subs? And you know what I wasn't watching was the watch time. the watch time.
Yep.
So I was so focused on that sub number that I wasn't looking at the watch time because it made me feel good to see that bigger sub number. But from the algorithm standpoint in YouTube, to get suggested in YouTube and all that, YouTube wants winners. They want watch time. They want videos that upload and a person is watching it. So I've said this before, you might think you're networking, doing all the sub for sub, but when you get all this good video, awesome, you got a 10-minute video, and 100 people come over and say, I'm just stopping by to show my support, and they watch it for 10 seconds, and they click off it, to YouTube's electronic seeing eye, you suck. You do not look good on paper to YouTube.
You stink out loud.
Right, and YouTube's not going to want to share you out when your videos are getting no watch time. So it's not going to help you in that route either.
Well, yeah, because even if you get a lot of views on a video, let's say you got a whole bunch of sub for sub going on, and all these people come over, just dropping by to show support, awesome, good vid, all that. And you look at your views and you go, holy crap, I got 1,000 video views on that video. Then go watch the watch time on it, and you see that the average duration time on a 10-minute video was 12 seconds. You got 1,000 views on a video that was watched 12 seconds. You absolutely suck on paper to YouTube.
Yeah.
Or you've paid for bots.
In a non-related event, congratulations, Lou Rock. Your video just hit 3.1K.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good, man. You were right. I didn't think it was going to do as well as it is.
Yeah.
You know, Farmall Fanatics out in the chat, and he said, yeah, they just destroyed your channel by doing that. I'm going to put this in the corner of out to the chat.
Hey, Farmall.
Anyone's video that you click on to watch or to comment on, please, I do encourage people at least run the whole video in a separate window. Even if you decide it's not your cup of tea, you don't want to be that is a disservice to the channel on the algorithm. I will say that, actually. I'm going to say that.
Lou, you get some amazing views, didn't you? I'm being nosy now because Ghost Matthew just said that, so I'm scrolling at your views. Oh,
Yeah, it hasn't even been 24 hours yet. He's at 3.1K on that video.
On Lou Rock's video?
Yeah.
May I ask, Lou, weren't you at like 18K as well a couple of weeks ago?
Oh yeah, I hit a couple growth spurts. I released
Gone boom.
that did pretty well, and the series that I'm working on right now will probably be, in my mind, the best content that I've ever made on YouTube.
So you hit a couple of growth spurts, so now you can sing that song. I'm a big kid now.
Yes, that is why I did it.
Well, all the best to you. You'll hit 20K very soon, and that's a number, mate.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, Lou said it. You're doing it organically. You're doing it the right way. You're building an audience. That's what I'm trying to do, is build an audience, because I notice a lot that my chats have changed. They used to be, I got you, I followed you, I got you. And now, I mean, look at out there in the chat. Everyone's talking. That's what I want to see.
Farmell's in there as well.
Yeah, and Farmall Fanatic, I'll tell everyone in the chat, Farmall's got good content. He makes good videos. He's got it. He's got the content. He does have the content.
And one of the things that Lou is doing, we've actually been collaborating. We have a show together that talks about conspiracy theories, which is something that he doesn't normally do on his channel. So, and with the tags that we put in on that, we're always getting new people coming to that show. When they come to that show, they're finding Lou Rock for the first time too. They're checking out his channel, and they're going over there, and he's broadened his spectrum, so to speak.
Because I mean, when we started Ghost Ass, he's like, we could switch, we can go back and forth on our channels and share reviews or watch time or whatever. But a successful show is a successful show, no matter where you're gonna do it.
Right.
If we do it on your channel, even though it's not my channel, it's still.
Yeah, you're still getting the exposure. You're still getting subscribers from it. I mean, you know, and it doesn't hurt to expand your horizons as a channel. Do collaborations with other channels. Do a show. Make something entertaining.
Who are all of you again?
What is it?
Who are all of you again?
Oh, Justin.
What?
Do you know everyone up? You know everyone up here, don't you, or no?
Where am I?
Oh, stop. You're on the Cab 7 live stream.
Cab 7?
Yep.
By the way, I like Ghost Mafia, Lurek. I like the conspiracy show thing you're doing. It's good.
Thank you, brother.
I do
it's been
too.
fun.
I do too.
We have fun while we do it too.
Michigander Man collabs are fun. Rob, another great channel, by the way, guys. I love Rob. Michigander Man, the Cottage Cheese Man. Round of applause for Rob, man. And Ghost Mafia, you actually met Rob, Michigander Man.
We've actually collabed. We've done videos together. He's from up there around my hometown. Whenever I get up to Michigan, I look him up. We get together.
You know what I like about Rob? You know what? This is me. To me, Rob is just real. He's just Rob. He's real. He's just himself. That's just me. Oh, June Gall's still in there.
Yeah.
Oh my noodles! When did this happen? This was
today, like a couple hours ago. Ongoing.
And I want to tell everyone in the chat, look, I just want to put this out there because it's safe to say at least, June Gall's a personal friend of mine. And guys, if you want to follow June Gall's journey, and this is no secret, she needs a double lung transplant. And she goes through her life just kind of, doing things on her channel about her ups and downs and her, just her daily life, living with having to have oxygen on all this every day. Guys and gals in the chat, if you haven't checked out June Gall, click those 3 dots and go see what she's about. I love June Gall. June, you're a personal friend of mine, and I just want everyone to know that I love you. That's just me.
Oh, okay. I see what Noodles was talking about. Was blind, multiple police officers gunned down in Philadelphia, and ongoing standoff. Yeah, that was like early this morning. I think it's still going on. And then yesterday there was one in California where 3 CHIPS officers got shot.
Yeah, why are people ganging up on the cops now?
I have no idea. It's apparently something
It
that
happened
just
tonight,
happened.
then, yeah.
Happens everywhere.
Because
No,
Noodles
it's
keeps
happening-
posting. Noodles keeps posting in the chat that 6 police officers got shot literally an hour ago.
And I
Yeah.
would say this. I'm not
Ongoing.
I'm not trying to be unsympathetic to that. I mean, I do. My prayers, my mind, heart goes out to that kind of stuff. It does. So I'm not trying to not acknowledge that. I'm just sort of having. Oh, what do you mean I ignore you, June Gall?
I've seen that too.
June, June, you better get your butt up here. June,
You got some splaining to do.
you got some explaining to do. I'm gonna find I'm gonna tell June, get your butt up here. We'll see what June Gall thinks about networking. Where's that room? Type in that room, June. Where is it?
Now, what you were saying earlier, and you asked me the question, I totally believe in networking and building community and, at least being partially active in a community, coming in, making some FaceTime, and actually, like showing people that you actually do care about what's going on in the community and you care about the people there, That's the main part of community. That you actually show that you do care, being there, freaking like making FaceTime, not just saying, oh, hi, bye, like making the freaking time and, wanting to be there, people will know if that's genuine or not. And that's the kind of networking that, really builds and holds a community together. Not everybody can do it all the time, no, because nobody's perfect, but...
Do you know what holds my community together?
Dog ham.
Dog ham.
Dog ham.
I was going to say ketchup, chicken wire and newspaper, but dog hair's good.
Yeah, my community held together with duct tape. So.
Enough.
Well, I just thought of something else that I've been doing lately, which I think is a form of networking, and it's actually easy and overlooked because I gotta admit, people are lazy. You know what I was bad about for a while? Was answering my comments on my videos in a timely manner.
Oh, you gotta answer the comments.
I was guilty of that, and they were stacking up to where there was 200 or 300 of them. Now I'm on a regiment where I go through them all throughout the day. Now I know at some point you can't get to every comment, but you should be able to get to a few hundred, you know?
I'll tell you what, I've seen. I'll just say who did it.
No, don't say any names.
No, my friend Patty. Okay.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay.
When she had just hit 100,000 subscribers, this was the first time I went to meet her. She sits down at her computer, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go answer some comments real quick and respond to some comments." She was there for well over 2 hours.
Yep.
Just responding to comments. And
I'm terrible about that, but I have been trying to make an effort. Every couple episodes on the Conspiracy Show, I'll go back through and if there's some good comments on there or conspiracy theories in the comments, I'll read them out on the show. We did that, not this show yesterday, but the week before, where we read comments from the show.
Well, the one thing I will put in the corner of people, I do understand that not everyone can type as fast, because I can type like a madman. I mean, I can like zip, I can go through 50 comments like bam, 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 you know? And you know, one thing I like to do a lot in my comments, I'd say 1 out of 3, 1 out of 2, 1 out of 4, I actually like to put the name of the channel that left the comment so that they know. Like, I'll actually say like, "Hey, thanks Prev, thanks for the comment," so they know it's personalized, that I actually read it. That's just me. It's a little habit, a tip that I'm putting out there to the chat. Because I think when someone gets a response back and they see their name in the response, they're like, "Oh wow, he really did read my comment."
Hello, Hen Kid. Yeah, and also I think it's important. You know, some people just hit the little, because you could do a thumbs up next to the comment, or you could do the heart. Obviously, the heart's the best way to go because it shows the creator himself, liked the comment. Because anybody can like the comment as well. But yeah, I think it's really important. I immediately answer my comments when I get them. Obviously, if I have the time to, but I think it's important.
I can genuinely say that my views are going up the more I respond to comments.
oh yeah, yep.
I've noticed a big difference in that.
Well, it's a two-way street. You want people to come and hang out with you and enjoy your channel. You gotta engage with them. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Aaron Neal says, Green Bay Wacky, could you beat up Cab 7 in a fight?
Well, I don't know about that. That's funny, actually.
Okay, so I think that the next time Cab 7 comes to, we need to rope off a square and get the big inflated, oversized box clubs, and you guys reenact Rocky or something.
Oh, you know what? I'm putting this out to the chat. Guess what I watched at 5:30 this morning after we left that hangout, Ghost?
The same
Rocks
movie.
video.
Always watch The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, The Breakfast Club. Nope, I did watch Lou Rock's video this morning, but I also watched Rocky, the original. It's on Netflix.
Great movie, isn't it?
Yo, Adrian! I did it!
That's the second one.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first one is absolutely bashed shitless.
There you go, Green Bay.
Oh my goodness.
Rocky Balboa, he's in the 13th round. He's going head to toe with Apollo Creed. He's an animal. He just can't get off his feet. David, the producer's out in the chat.
Holy
Wow,
crap.
great.
I wonder if you Ghost entice him. He'd have something
All
good.
right, all right, all
He
right.
would have something good
Now-
to say about this.
Now, under the protest of Juliet Miranda, who says that her husband should stay off of live streams,
Entice him. Entice him. We'll see. You never know.
you know, and they was gonna pick me up a voodoo doll while they was down there at the voodoo shop and stuff.
Yeah.
She's over there. She probably Juliet Miranda's probably over there right now, sticking pins in it, going, "God damn it, Ghost Mafia!"
Oh my goodness. Wow. And hey, everyone just out there, just a reminder, we've got Not a Great Gamer, Ghost Mafia, Lou Rock, Captain Jerk, and Recycle Dude up here that are giving you their opinions about growing your building friendships versus networking and doing sub for sub the wrong way.
But you know what? I'm not only gonna send one to Dave the producer. I'm gonna send one to Juliet as well.
Entice them. You never know, they might.
Oh, as soon as you said entice them, I sent one to Dave already. Sorry.
So I got another question for you. This is just something that's come up a lot. Do you think it's a true statement that a lot of people really don't even know the difference between networking and sub for sub? Do you think people think it's all the same?
Some
Many
people
people.
probably do.
Yes, a lot of people probably do.
I think so.
I believe that most people would know the difference. Though. Older, more experienced people, like people that have been on the net for some time. Younger people that they don't know them their definitions of what were the words, so they might not be as sharp as some people.
Now, here's Prev saying, isn't it the same? See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, sub for sub can be broke down to you show me mine, or you show me yours, I'll show you mine. Okay. Networking is like, well, let's go out on a date and have dinner first and get to know each other. That's kind of like.
Look at what Lulu Love You says. Lulu Love You says, I thought it was the same at one point. That's what I'm talking about. Even now, after having a live stream like this, people, I think it's the same.
The people on the panel right now are networking. They're talking to each other. They're communicating. The people in the chat right now are doing another form of networking. They're sharing ideas and information, email addresses, stuff like that. That's all networking.
Mhm.
All of it. Communication. Specific to making ties in business and or social media. Networking.
Prev says the line is very thin, and that's kind of why I'm doing this stream, because I'm trying to get people to think about the thin line, how to notice the difference.
It can be, yes. You're both correct. It can be.
Got to you, thumbs up or an apple emoji is not networking.
But a pear emoji, that's a little different.
I say a cheesehead emoji would be networking.
Yeah, for you.
I was trying to give
Son of a
insightful
bitch!
advice. Because Captain Jerk actually bluntly nailed it on the head there. So I was just trying to add a bit of, wisdom at the end, because my input is minimal in this, as I have to watch my words.
I just heard a voice. I heard a voice.
Yes.
There it is. It's like Barry White.
Oh, not him again. I had to part with his prick last night.
Wait a minute. Is that really? I can't take. Is that no sunglasses? I don't know. Is this the same dude?
Oh my
No,
god,
not at all.
He's
Not
got.
at all.
He's got eyes.
staring
do.
into my soul.
I usually just zoom right in on people if I don't wear the sunglasses. So I know it's
Maybe a glass of brandy or something.
I
That
was.
is not half a
Just
glass
wine.
of brandy.
just one.
I was thinking.
Glass.
I was thinking your eyes are kind of sexy there, David.
I know. That's why I keep them covered so that I don't get all the. Are you kidding me?
He was
Please.
just
So-
covering his eyes with sunglasses because he was an alien.
So how was the French Quarter?
The French Quarter was awesome and haunted.
And haunted.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
How was your flight?
my flight on the way home was kind of crappy because weather in Chicago was really bad. So they made us stay an extra day.
Oh, I bet that just like tore you up inside, didn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I had to tell work, I'm so sorry.
Could you educate everyone on why Chicago's the Windy City?
It's a political thing, not a weather thing.
They eat nothing but eggs and onions, so you can imagine what they call it.
Sorry, it was an inside joke. I ask
I know.
every time we bring
Beans.
I ask him the same thing.
No, David, I did not even know you had eyes.
I know. Usually they just stare through people's souls, but today, I'm just gonna wing it. Let's see how it works.
He might be reptilian.
I was just thinking, I've never seen his eyes. He could have been reptilian this whole time.
Right?
That's what I'm watching for.
I know it's like the Bizarro world, and I'm wearing sunglasses, and I rarely do.
Oh, see? There you go. No, I don't even have my sunglasses around me. Man, I feel naked. Damn it.
And just for the chat, I'm going to assume that not everyone knows this. Juliet Miranda and David the producer are husband and wife in real life.
Oh, why?
What? Wait a minute. No one told me that.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I was talking to Juliet the other day. I was sure you knew. Oh, crap.
Yes, we are. As a matter of fact, we just celebrating up here, coming up in a week, our 10-year anniversary. How about that?
Congratulations.
Okay, round of applause for that. My anniversary is coming up in September. I got to backtrack and find out how many years it's been.
No,
I
David.
think it's after 10 they stop, just, caring.
My wife always...
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Lou.
No, I was gonna try to proposition Dave the producer with a new casino that they actually put in right here in my hometown.
Really? A new casino?
Brand new MGM Grand Casino.
Ooh, a fancy one, too.
$960 million they spent on it.
Wow. Well, that's a good thing for your local economy. Hopefully your taxes go down because of it.
Wow.
Property value went up and my taxes went up.
Went up? They're supposed to go down when the casino goes in. I think they got that backwards.
No, the taxes go up because the property value has increased. That means all the surrounding properties will increase.
Yes, so our taxes are actually more because the property is worth more. And for us, that's kind of tough because it is.
When a casino usually, and this is the way it worked in Illinois. I don't know if it works in all states this way, but that they brokered a deal with the casinos that they would pay a lot of the education portion of the taxes that are built into your tax base.
I don't have any kids.
Don't have to. You still have to pay that tax.
I have to look into that. I'm not too sure that they're doing that here.
Yeah,
but
you should check because when they put one in Elgin here in Illinois, and they put one in just outside of Chicago, I forgot what city that is. Oh, Rosemont. That their taxes actually went down after the first year, and quite a bit too.
Yeah, real quick, I got to jump in. I just got to say goodnight to Drive Chef Drew. Drew, we love you. Guys in the chat, Drive Chef Drew's in Canada. Great dude on YouTube. I strongly encourage click those 3 dots and go check him out.
See you, Drew.
Canada, also known as Big Cold California. Sorry.
I thought it was known as our funny little hat.
Wow.
No?
Our funny little hat. I never heard that one before.
So I'm going to put this question out to David the producer because I think you're still sort of relatively new to YouTube compared to being here for years. Do you have any experiences to share with people about sub for sub and networking and all that? Anything you've noticed, experienced, anything? If you don't feel on the spot.
No, we definitely early on, not knowing what to do and how to do it, we saw a lot of people were doing it. We thought it was just natural and normal until we started seeing our numbers do this and, up and down like crazy. And then we realized, and the more people we talked to, it's just a short timer's game. You're not going to really get much out of it. So we stopped pretty quickly. Thankfully, we knew a lot of people, or got to know a lot of people on YouTube that helped us out with that. So, and those people are actually, some of them are here on the panel, like you, Green Bay. So.
Wow, that's worthy of some
Say, though, that Dave the producer does it right. I see him up on all kinds of panels, all hours of the day and night. I've seen him in Ladies and Gentlemen at a Round Table. I've seen him up there on Not a Great Gamer. I've seen him on Green Bay's. We've had him on mine. JoJo's. You know, he gets around. He's putting his face out there. He's building that brand. And the more places he goes, you know, the more panels he gets up on.
You just have to engage, right? Engage, but not through, you know, come follow me, because we all know how that works out.
Well, I mean, you get up on somebody's panel, say that's the first time you've ever been up on Not a Great Gamers.
Mm-hmm.
You pick up, you know, people get to know you from being on that panel. They see you. They subscribe to your channel from there. You just picked up, you know, 5, 10, maybe 15 subscribers from being up on that panel. You go
nobody watches me.
You go over to Recycle Dudes and you sing a couple songs with Recycle Dude, and you pick up 5 or 6 there. And, you know, the Green Bay's, mine, and Blue Rock, and Captain Jerk. Before you know it, you've done 6 panels in a day, but you've picked up like 50 subscribers.
Yep.
Natural growth.
What I like to do, though, is if somebody does follow me, I do go out and check out their stuff and see if it's something that I dig, that I'm into, and, you know, and then follow them back if I dig their stuff, and I'll leave them a comment if I liked a video or 2 of theirs, just to show a little bit of love, and, you know, actually just try to even ultimately get to know those people if we can, you know, if they engage that way. You know, some people don't. Some people just won't do it that way, but that's cool. You know, it's, you know, I've got to know a lot of creators just doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go back to the old thing we were talking about, but the good thing is if the taxes do go up, but the casino's there, you could go in the casino and win on some slots and get your tax money done.
Oh my God. I'll give you the last.
Recycle Dude's got a great idea. Actually, I love that idea.
Okay, so everyone in the chat, apparently the way to network properly is go to the casino and win your tax money. Thank
Go
you.
to the casino and tell everybody there you have a YouTube channel.
Right.
Ah, there you go.
Yes.
You know, there's one thing we haven't even talked about on this stream. How important do you think the social media is for networking?
Huge.
Yep.
There you go.
Huge.
Well, with the lack there of notifications going out on YouTube, it's almost imperative that you utilize your social medias to get your channels out there. I mean, I think that's a lot even more important than even the networking aspect of it.
We learned that in podcasting. You know, we've been doing the podcast for 4 years now, and we learned that early on, is that social media, and not so much Facebook with us. I mean, I know a lot of people that have a lot of really good luck with Facebook, but, you know, with their new algorithms, we just kind of kept Twitter as our kind of primary, and it's worked out great for us. And, you know, we've connected with a ton of the people that we see here. We go out and seek them on Twitter and interact with them out there too.
Yeah, I have to agree. I really wish that I started pushing my Twitter a lot earlier. And another thing that you'll find is when you start to get up past like 5,000 subscribers, you'll start to want to, work out some kind of sponsorship deal. And
yeah,
really, they won't work with you unless you have a certain amount of Instagram or Twitter followers. So you might want to start promoting that early if that's your goal, if that's your long-term goal.
What's Instagram?
Yeah, what's Instagram? I'm guilty.
It's owned by Facebook, so
we had a funny stream one night. 3 old guys trying to get on Instagram.
It was like 16-hour live stream.
What's Facebook?
Well, the reason I bring up social media is I see it all the time where I'll say to a person like, hey, what's your Twitter? What's, this? And they'll be like, oh, I'm not on any social media. It's just too complicated for me. And I'm just thinking to myself, you got to find a way to get on some kind of social media if you want to promote your YouTube channel.
Green Bay, you might want to Yeah, I think you're in trouble now, buddy.
See, I told you he ignores me.
Oh, there she is.
June Gall.
Well, I'm on speaker view. You got to talk, June. Now I got to go to gallery view. Jeepers.
Speak of you, I can't even see you. All I see is your name, Green Bay Wacky.
Oh, all right. I'll turn it back on. There's two of me now.
Ron Jeremy.
You really?
Oh, David, the producer. Did you hear that the other day?
What's that?
The guy at the smoke shop, and I went to get tobacco. I don't know if you heard the story.
No.
Random person. I go to the smoke shop and I'm in there and I got my sunglasses and a hat on and my hair is long. You look like somebody. And I said, really? He goes, yeah, you really do. And I said, well, who? He goes, well, I don't want to offend you. I go, no, don't worry. I'm a YouTuber. I got a YouTube channel. I don't get offended. He goes, you look like Ron Jeremy.
Okay, now I'm offended.
And
World and H Top is both out in the chat right now. I haven't seen them around in a while.
Who? H-Top?
Weaves World and H Top Skills.
Weaves World? Holy crap.
Yeah.
By the way, June, you look stunning today.
I don't remember where it was, but I saw him the other day.
You do. You look stunning today, June. You look great.
Creeping. You're creeping. Oh, just a minute. Ghostbelly!
That's all right. I'm assuming, June, you know everyone on the panel, or let me make sure. She's gonna look. She's like, do I know?
Well, let me see.
I'll name off for you.
Confused by the sausage. That may confuse her.
That's Not a Great Gamer. Do you know Not a Great Gamer from?
No, I don't. Not a great game. I don't.
He's English, Jude. So you might.
Yeah,
have...
I know. I've been listening. I'm like,
He's
hey, there's some English dude up there.
Yeah, he's English. So therefore, you have to watch his channel.
Yeah.
Yes. And you have to like him.
And and make sure you watch his videos in full. And June, leave a thumbs up, tweet it out, do it the right way. Do it the right way.
Please don't say that. Please don't say do it the right way with my channel. It makes me cringe.
I'm a patron.
So let's keep going with June. You know Ghost and me, Lou Rock. You know Captain Jerk, right, Justin?
Yeah.
David, the producer, and Recycle Dude.
Hey, June.
Yeah.
We're covered.
I've seen the video. Yeah, I've seen the channels. Yeah.
We're covered.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Well, I'm squeaking right now, but I'm fine.
I won't let Green Bay ignore you anymore.
I brought a friend.
Thank you, Lou.
Oh,
Miranda.
Now this is getting crazy.
I gotta get down there. There you
Oh,
go.
they can hear me. Oh, look who it is.
Juliet.
You.
I can't hear what they're saying.
Oh, yeah,
because
you can't
won't
hear.
Give me an earphone.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what this? You know what this changed the dynamic of the panel. We needed some women up here. We got Juliet Miranda and June Gall now.
Well, you have me too.
Well,
David bothering you guys.
Not a great gamer. It's not a sausage party anymore.
It's not a sausage party, unfortunately. And I hope I get this right when I say, hello, Juliet Yarl.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Juliet Miranda.
that was awesome.
How you doing, Juliet? I'm
I'm
Captain
doing
Kirk.
great. I had no idea this was going on. Otherwise, I would have come prepared.
I sent you an invite.
Yeah. I took your invite.
Oh, yeah. See, that would mean I'd actually have to look at my laptop or my phone, which I don't really.
Well,
do.
see, I sent an invite to
That's a good
David
idea.
on his profile, and I sent one to you too, but he stole your invite. So
That's right.
David took my invite.
Mhm.
All right, I get it.
It's a good idea to ignore those things a lot of the time.
This was just after Juliet typed in the chat that I want my husband back.
Right. See? She's just as bad as I am.
It's true.
There you
So
go.
Juliet, I heard you got a really big interview coming up.
I have all sorts of interviews coming up. Did we?
I heard it's like $1 million interview.
Yes.
It would be $1 billion.
$1 billion interview.
$1 billion interview.
Right.
June,
Yeah.
June, did you hear about this interview that's coming up, June?
No.
Check
Good.
this
You
out.
want to be a politician or something?
Oh, yeah, no, I will be interviewing Mark Cuban from Shark Tank.
Mark.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Isn't it? I know. I'm super excited about it.
Yeah,
And a little terrified, but
First thing I asked her to ask him is, do you want to subsidize a YouTube channel?
Well, I was just actually thinking that too. You know?
The only thing I can tell you, just remember, he's a human too.
absolutely. Yes.
That's
yeah. Yeah. I just wanna-
Also, I have a little envelope with a little message that I would like you to pass on to him.
I bet you do.
I hope you took the Illuminati questions out of the envelope.
Listen, it's all begging.
You know, I gotta admit
It's
though,
just begging.
that it's funny that you mentioned that on the show tonight, because if that's not a prime example of networking, I don't know what is.
What, YouTube begging?
No, that Juliet and David were able to get to Mark Cuban and get him to agree to be a guest.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
Well,
But
he
you know
hasn't
what?
been on yet, so.
oh no!
You may actually listen to the show and decide, oh, the hell with that.
I'll still say it. I am guilty. I haven't watched every one of your videos, but there was one guest that I really enjoyed, which I enjoy his work, Mike Rowe from.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
Thank you. Yeah, talking to him was just it was a treat. I mean, talk about a smart, cool, funny guy,
And his voice is crazy.
He sings opera.
Yes, I know. He got to start singing opera. Crazy.
My favorite was Anthony Cumia.
Oh,
that
thank
was
you.
cool.
Yeah.
Comedy in a box. Comedy in
Yeah.
a box.
Smart guy, just unhinged. Funny.
Yeah, unhinged is right.
I don't know if June. Well, I'm assuming June knows this, but June, do you know that Juliet has a podcast that she does? I'm assuming you know it, but
I'm going to confess that I have not listened to any of them.
that's okay.
Oh, that's all right.
I have enough trouble getting through my own day.
That's okay.
Me too.
There's
I
only
get
so
it.
many hours in a day.
Sure.
Exactly. I mean, I just put up a video and it was really a lazy video because some of the videos I'm putting up lately, because I'm not able to do too much right now, but some of them I'm putting up from, like ones that I saved to a mini drive, and then I'm searching around looking for these videos, and I came across this one. And the storms, the clouds were going by pretty quickly, so I just stuck the GoPro out there and recorded for 10 minutes. And you can actually see, because it's towards the nighttime, so you see the progression from dusk to night. So, but the storm clouds are moving pretty quick. And what's amazing is there's actually birds keep flying by. And it's like, wow, but I was really lazy. I just kind of put some music to it and put it up there. I mean,
I'm going to answer a question for this old stoner. Did anyone ever answer if Green Bay Wacky was Illuminati? Go watch my video called I'm Not Illuminati. It's an original song on my guitar, actually.
I do have a question for June Gall, though.
Yeah.
Did you put in a garden this year, and are we going to see any more X-rated sweet potatoes?
Oh, my goodness.
well, in the sweet potato bag, something is growing, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. I do keep watering it just in case. So we'll get to see what that is eventually. I have got some, got peppers growing that I overwintered from last year with the pepper plant. I've got jalapenos that I overwintered from, and tomato plant too. And the lemongrass is taking off. I've only just started getting tomatoes. It's crazy.
Well, I can't wait. I know the holidays are going to be on us here soon enough, and I can't wait to see June Gall dancing around in her kitchen, some candies and all that stuff when she's in there bebopping. And she'll play rap music and be in there just dancing away.
So David and Juliet, if you have never seen her video, she had these. They were potatoes or carrots? What were they again?
It was a sweet potato.
Yeah, she goes on camera, and she puts them up on camera. I kid you not, the spitting image of, let's just say, male anatomy, and she's holding them there, and we're all laughing our asses off. Like, I honestly thought it was coming up to Thanksgiving.
And I honestly thought I was going to pull out this really nice sweet potato and we were going to have sweet potato for Thanksgiving. Well, that's not what happened. That Barry is now, still sitting there on top of the microwave.
Hey, folks, I do have to get taken off. I apologize, but
It's okay.
we're gonna get dinner going, and always awesome to see you guys. And thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
David, before you go, will you and your wife adopt me?
Yes, and come over anytime. We have a spare room, and you know what? You're not a very tall man like me, so we have plenty of space for you.
Oh, nice. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thanks for coming up, David.
We'll see everyone. Good to see y'all.
All right.
See you later, everyone, Dave.
And now I'm going to publicly humiliate someone in my chat. I'm going to do this because it's my biggest pet peeve. And I'm going to publicly humiliate you so that you learn from this. Spectre SH, don't ever go into someone's live stream and say, I'm going live in a few minutes. Can you shout me out so that people know I'm going live? It's the absolute worst way to network. I'm sorry. It's my pet peeve.
That's true. It is rude.
Beyond rude.
One
Go
worse.
into somebody's stream and say, "Hey, I'm live."
There's only one worse move than that, which is coming up onto somebody's live stream as a guest and actually saying, well, hey, I'm live at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to, while we keep talking, I just want you to know, Spectre SH, I'm doing this in love. I'm actually trying to teach you, to educate you to be a better YouTuber. So don't leave my chat and think I'm mad at you. I'm not. It's just I see it and I saw it. I want you to learn from it and go, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that, because it might be something you do in other chats. So I'm actually really trying to help you. I just want you to know I'm actually trying to help you. So it's not a hateful thing.
I know channels that get so offended by people doing that, they will actually block those channels.
Right.
So to go into somebody's channel and do that, you're really taking a risk.
Yep. And that's just a learning process on YouTube because people don't know any better.
Right, because I mean, you could go into chat and say in your chat what your channel's about or something. That I think is okay to do.
And I don't mind if people say, I got a video that's coming out tomorrow, or Friday I'm doing a live stream on something, like something that's 5 days, and I don't mind some self-promoting like that. That doesn't bother me at all.
And when I do my networking stream, I don't mind if they're dropping a video while we're live. That doesn't mean, it's a video. It's going to be there. I know that my viewership, if they want to watch the video, they're going to go over and watch it after the live stream. It's not going anywhere. It's not like a live stream, but
Yeah. So June Gall.
So wacky.
So June Gall. Do you have any thoughts on our actual subject today? You've been around YouTube a lot. We're talking about, trying to network, build friendships the right way on YouTube. Do you actually, now if you don't have to say anything. We're having fun talking with you. But do you have any opinions or thoughts about, properly building friendships on YouTube from your experience?
Yeah, I would say there's this one guy called, he's
Okay, thanks, June. I appreciate it. That was good. Oh, sorry.
I totally agree.
You knew where I was going with that one. Yeah.
No. Seriously.
Yeah, I know. It's difficult. It's difficult. I mean, you can make some great friends, but if you constantly at somebody and they're not responding back to you, don't keep going back, because then it makes it awkward for everybody all around. I mean, if you go into other people's live streams and you're just constantly at this one person, it makes it very uncomfortable for everybody else. I mean, you just do it. I've made some nice friends, and I've made a very special friend. So I've been lucky. Now there are some people, that kind of said they were my friends, and it turns out they don't talk to me half the time.
It's not me.
Wacky.
I got no.
More
She's
than
kidding.
More than kidding.
We got a room together. She can call me anytime.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So do you have any thoughts on the whole sub for sub networking kind of idea?
Well, it doesn't work. You know, it doesn't work. Do you know that over 70% of my videos are watched by non-subscribers?
Wow.
Yeah. And I've got 2,057 subscribers. I mean, earlier I was thinking I only had 1,000 and some, but then I happened to glance up as I was loading the video, and I'm like, oh, I've got more than that. But yeah, it's you know, Mr. Dutchy Dutch, he's my friend.
You read that. I saw that too.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. You know, I do videos, and if people watch them, they watch them. If they don't, they don't. If they subscribe, they subscribe. If they're not, then they're not, you know? And I see you ignore Jenny Morseth, too.
Oh, I don't ignore Jenny. Notice the LOL at the end of that. But be honest, did you, now Ghost brought this up earlier, did you yourself go through a phase of sub for sub at all? Early on in YouTube?
Only when, you see, because I went through that phase of where YouTube changed, you know, how many subscribers that you needed. I have enough watch time. You know, I have enough videos where I'm terribly sick, and people for some reason love to watch those. So I have enough watch time in those videos alone, you know, to carry me through the recommended watch hours. And I was monetized, and then they went and changed it. And I was doing okay, and then all of a sudden overnight, they took a ridiculous amount of subscribers away from me. So yeah, I did go through a small phase of, you know, the sub for sub thing, just to try and build it back up. But I have people who are subscribed to me and have been subscribed to me from, you know, day dot, and they don't comment on any of my videos. I don't know if they watch any of my videos, and you know, I keep trying to go watch people, but you know, it's.
See, I would ask this question to the panel, because this is just the way I think. This is just me. I'll ask everyone on the panel. I personally don't care if anyone watches me. Like, I don't base my friendships on whether someone watches me.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
That's just me. It doesn't matter to me whatsoever. If I'm friends with someone and they've never seen a Wacky video, but I'm friends with them, I'm friends with them.
No prerequisite, right?
I have to admit, I don't comment enough on friends' live streams, but most of the time I am lurking. So.
But I would ask the question: do you care, Ghost? Like, do you care who watches you? Like, do you base your friendships on who watches you?
No. I can't say for sure Lou Rock has ever seen one of my videos. It doesn't really matter.
No comment.
You know what I mean?
Have you guys heard anything that I've said?
No, go ahead.
No, were you talking? Sorry.
Frozen.
Let me show.
What's frozen?
My computer was frozen.
Yeah, you've been quiet like this whole time. You was muted and your camera was off.
I was busy doing a few things, and then I came back and my computer froze. Like.
Oh, see, right now, Captain Jerk, I have it on speaker view. When I have it on speaker view, it only changes squares based on whoever's talking.
No, I'm fine with that. I'm just saying that had anybody heard me? Because
no, you've been froze.
That's fine. It's fine.
I was gonna say
brain freeze. Look, see, he's got brain freeze.
I'm sure a lot of people now watch a lot of my friends. I'm good. That's that I never would judge my friendships on that.
No, I mean I don't even know if Lou Rock has watched any of my videos.
I was just. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you, Lou.
I have watched some of your videos. I've been to more of your live streams than your videos.
Yeah.
But I do have to apologize because I consider you a very close friend. When I was in a really tough I was very depressed, and June, out of everybody, called me and and talked to me and really treated me like a great friend. And I think sometimes you can take that time for your friends. And Ghost Mafia, you're not on that list yet.
No, the only reason I asked that is, we're talking about networking and subbing and all that stuff. And I see it time and time again where people dump friendships based on whether or not they watch their videos. So to me, I don't feel like there was a real friendship there to begin with. Because me, it's not dependent on someone coming to my live stream or watching my videos. That's, if I like them and I'm friends with them, I could care less. I don't care.
Yeah.
One of my closest friends on YouTube don't watch my videos.
Do you know my wife doesn't even watch my own videos?
My husband doesn't watch my videos.
My wife.
I asked him yesterday, I said, do you watch my videos? He goes, well, how do I do that? I said, just type my name into YouTube. I'm like, really?
My wife never comes to my live streams.
Nobody that I know in the real world watches my videos. Nobody.
Oh, I found out.
Pardon me. Crystal's sister Heather comes in once in a while to say hi when I do a live stream. That's pretty much it.
Lulu, love you.
Out of the people that I know locally or my immediate friends, like off of YouTube, occasionally I'll catch either my son or the daughter in the chat once in a while. That's about it.
Lulu, love you. I've never seen your videos, but we're friends. You liar, Lulu. You've watched my videos.
I know. I've seen her in the comments.
I found out not so long ago that somebody that helps my mom on, every 2 weeks, somebody that helps my mom has been watching my videos.
Well,
I'm like, really? You mean I go start behaving now?
A lot of people in the real world, for me, they don't even know I am a YouTuber. So I would say zero of them watch me either.
No, I have run into people on the street that go, "You're that guy on YouTube." It's only happened once, but somebody from around here that I don't know personally actually watches my video.
I've had that happen in my house. My daughter's like, "Hey, you're that guy on YouTube." Oh, you're my dad. Sorry. My daughter doesn't watch my videos. No, yeah. As a matter of fact, the other day she thought it was crazy. I was filming that skit where I'm in the shower, showering with my clothes on. Quick tip to get ready in the morning. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, just whatever. I tell her, whatever you hear, do not laugh. Do not walk up to this camera because you'll blow my scene. Because that's it.
That's the way. I'm going to jump down off here. I got to do some babysitting and stuff like that.
All right, Ghost.
Thanks for calling.
A hug for me.
So,
thanks for coming up.
I'll catch you guys here after bed.
Thanks for sharing your opinions, Ghost. Ghost Mafia, guys.
Later, Ghost.
Bye.
Wow.
Can I play him out of a little
Well,
trumpet?
I'm gonna get off because I'm
That's okay, June.
starting to. True. Plus, I've got to practice doing dancing. So, hey, Wacky, talking about, because you were talking about collabing earlier.
Yeah.
I see you've been practicing dancing every once in a while.
we gotta do it. Just tell me and we'll do it, June.
I will. We'll have to get together and figure it out.
We're gonna do a little dance-off video. June Gall versus Green Bay
Little
Wacky.
dance.
Yeah.
That'll be epic.
If you want to.
We could do it as a live stream, June, if you want.
I think a live stream would be fun.
Because I got OBS and Zoom and all that, so we can make it happen.
We can figure it out. Yeah.
Chris?
Well, I tried doing OBS the other day. Well, forget that one.
Wow. It couldn't have been as bad as the other night with Cab 7 in a 3-hour hangout trying to put Zoom into OBS. That was a nightmare.
Oh my gosh, no. Yeah, no.
All right, we love
I'll
you,
stick
dude.
to that other thing that I tried the other day. It works. It's simple. It's a browser-based thing. So
Breathe.
really breathe.
Next. Insults
he's
you. That's
funny.
not what I meant. I just want you to relax a little. There you go.
It's funny because whenever I go to the doctors and stuff and I start speeding up when I'm talking, the doctor will say the same thing to me. He'll go, now breathe. And I'm like, well, I'm running out of breath, so I've got to finish saying what I'm saying. And he goes, no, you got to stop and breathe. Okay.
Anxiety is complicated, but it's
Yeah.
easily averted if we try to maintain composure.
Well, thanks for coming up and hanging with us for a little while, June, and giving us your
You're
opinions.
welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
We love you, June.
Love you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
And
And I promise I'll watch a video this week.
yeah.
All right, I'll hold you to that. No.
Promise.
Oh,
If you don't see me in the comments, then you could do an exposed Lou Rock video.
You can you can watch her sexy feet video, Lou. I'll tell you about that when she leaves.
That was not monetized.
Oh, never mind. That's not monetized. How about the sweet potato male anatomy one?
I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Take care.
And by the way, Mudcon is out in the chat now, and so is Mickey XOXO. Mickey, how you doing? Uncle Wacky's in the house.
What's up, Mudcon? What's up, Mickey?
Small Town Investigators is out there. Andrew Frying Pan, Animated Adventures, Nomad Unbroken has been hanging with us. That's
Frying Pan in there.
I should mention Nomad Unbroken. I didn't even say this before. That's Nomadic Bike's new channel. What he wants to do is live stream on one and more video uploads on the other. So just so the chat understands that.
It's actually not it's actually a pretty good idea. I know a lot of people doing that. I was even thinking of doing it at one time. The only problem is you got to get, your subscribers to go over there as well. And it's a whole growth thing. It's like almost starting from scratch kind of.
One thing I've noticed on YouTube with the new, some of the home pages, depending on when it switches from the classic to the new, they got that new thing where they're listing the videos on the right and the lives on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
I wonder if it's the channel viewer. Have you seen that, Lou?
What is it?
I've been on some home pages of channels where I saw YouTube splitting. Before it would show just a running total of all your uploads, whether it's a live stream or a video. I saw it split where videos were on the right, live streams were on the left.
Well, that's cool that they're dividing it now, because some people only want the live stream.
I wish I actually take my live streams and put them on unlisted, and I put them into a live stream playlist because I don't want them interfering with the videos that I upload.
You know what?
Hold on. I'm glad that you just said that.
And I'm going to say something about that too, but go ahead.
Real fast. I was wondering this. This was because I had a confusion. I had some people say, take all your live streams, put them unlisted, put them in a playlist, so they're not overridden, because you want your content to be first, and I do. You don't want people to just come and think you're only live streaming. So if you put them unlisted, they're still viewable, but obviously in the playlist, and they're not just the first.
Yeah, but you want to hear some bad news about that? Because I read up on that. I used to do that years ago, where mine, same thing that you guys did for the exact same reason, and I went and read up on it. According to what I read from YouTube, they were saying that they're not giving you the watch time for it because they're a public company. Unlisted or private doesn't count for the money and the views.
Correct.
All right. Are they not giving you the watch time for the time that it's unlisted, or the original? Because of course it was public during the original viewing of the live stream.
I have a feeling they take it all away, because I read about that.
They don't take it all away. They only take it away for the time that it is unlisted.
From the time it's unlisted.
Yes.
My solution to that was I just started creating thumbnails that represented live streams. Actually, if you go back to my original live streams all the way back in my channel, I actually made a specific thumbnail that said, "This is a previously recorded live stream."
Yes. Okay.
But going to unlisted takes away view time.
Yeah, it actually does, and I've actually lost my life views right now are just rounding out at 700,000, but when I go into my analytics, I have well over 1 million live views.
You're killing yourself, so to speak, by making unlisted. That's the problem. I would leave them all public.
I'll tell you what. No, I'll tell you why.
Unless you don't want. I mean, that's okay.
I'll tell you why. Because if I leave those live streams up and I upload a video that I've worked really hard on, and usually the videos get at least 10 times the views that the live streams get. If I leave up the live streams, it kills the video completely. It's like the video stops getting views completely.
Dude, I totally agree with what he said. That happens to me too. I'll put a video up, then once another live stream comes, especially like let's say I just put a video up, and then the next day put a live stream up. Yeah, then the video I put up stops getting views. That's why I kind of agree. That's why I've stayed doing that.
And what I figure is if I'm putting it on the playlist, because I've had a lot of people, I used to erase them. I'd put them on private, and people were contacting me and saying, Lou, I live halfway across the world. I can never really make your live streams, but I like to watch them. Could you leave them up, please? And that's what made me actually change and start putting them into the playlist so people could watch them. But you know what? If I'm taking a loss on those views, I definitely think that I'm gaining on the views for the videos that I'm putting up.
Yeah, and I want to say this out to the chat too. I just want to put this out there. If you're just getting here, we've been live for 2.5 hours, and I know that live stream's titled about networking, what's the difference, all that stuff. We killed it on that for the first hour and a half, 2 hours. So if you really want to get all those opinions out of it, later when this video uploads, go back and rewatch it. Because, I just want to kind of put that out to the chat. Because if you're just getting here, you might be like, well, they're not really talking about this networking thing as much. We killed it for the first hour and a half, 2 hours about that subject. So, just throwing it out there. Lewis Fuller, hello.
Talk about it.
Yeah, that subject's over. I'm out of here.
No, I still want to talk about it, but I just want to remind people in the chat. Sometimes you come into a live stream that's titled something, and people are talking. It doesn't seem like they're talking about what the title is. It's just because as you go on, sometimes live streams go in other directions. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I've had some live streams go way south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the direction. South.
And I'm gonna actually just give me my 11 seconds of fame again. I'm gonna put the tweet the stream out thing just.
I gotta get some food going, so I'm gonna duck out. But thank you for having me on the panel,
Captain Jerk. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me up, everybody, and put up with my nonsense. Later, chat. Jerk out. Jerk off.
All right, see, I'm gonna hit the tweet the stream. 11 seconds of silence.
It's a social media break.
Later,
Go tweet out this stream on your Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on Google Plus, put it on the side of an airplane, put it on the side of a building, put it on the side of a barn. I don't care where you put it. Just let the world know Green Bay Wacky is live.
Boom! Okay, we're back. This has been a great live stream. My goodness, wow. Lots of opinions on all sides of the coin here. Everyone say, is chicken nice and yummy? Well, let me tell you about chicken, DZ Novus. Matter of fact, I'm going to kill the audio here since, the distinguished Lou Rock is up here. And since he is, in fact, a spokesperson for Dog Ham. Just give me a minute here. Green Bay Wacky, sponsored by Dog Ham. That's right, Dog Ham. Remember, get our new economical packaging. 25% more Dog Ham. Pigs, they love us. Dogs, they hate us. Remember, Dog Ham, the new backyard other white meat. There we go.
Yay!
Do you still got Dog Ham merchandise up, Lou, on your thing you and Ghost were doing?
Ghost has some Dog Ham merchandise up.
Oh, okay. Just so you know, I love saying that, Lou. I love it. It's my funnest. I'm waiting for someone in the chat to be like one of these times, wow, Green Bay, you finally got a sponsor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's complicated. Kind of like when people talk about the relationships, you know?
See how sometimes things take on a life of their own. Like Dog Ham, whoever, I would have never thought that would be a thing.
It evolved.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It became a kind of like Moist, like Green Bay Wacky Moist.
Lou actually tricked me because I think it was on his Twitter or something where he did this whole thing like he got a sponsor, and I thought it was like, and then that little commercial thing he made, which was awesome, but yeah.
Yeah, I did a Dog Ham commercial, and then I tweeted it as, "Hey guys, I just got a sponsor.
I
Come
remember
and check
that.
it out."
Yeah, it's cool.
You know what was the best part of that is when Alyssa Parrish goes, "I am so happy for you. You deserve it, and I'm just happy for you." And then I texted her back. I'm like, "Well, Alyssa, you didn't watch the video, did you?" And she's like, "Oh no, I didn't. I'm sorry."
That reminds me of the other morning when me and Ghost Mafia and Cab 7 pranked the audience for 11 minutes. We acted like it was a hot mic, like we didn't know that we were live, but it was all rehearsed. My messages were blowing up. Like, Wacky, you're live. Do you know you're live? Do you know? I mean, even my friends thought so.
Yeah.
And it was so awesome, man, because my phone and messages were blowing up. I was getting Twitter messages, emails, Google Hangout messages, because it was so fun because we were making up this fake drama, because it was like I got this email from this channel. What's that channel's name? And I made up this name, Mama Latte's Kitchen, right? And I acted like I was talking to Ghost and Cab about it, about the drama that happened with that channel. It was totally fabricated. Everyone thought it was real. They actually, I was getting comments in my, it was hilarious.
That's hilarious. I don't know how I missed that.
It was only 11 minutes. I retitled it and gave it a new thumbnail, so it definitely tells the audience it was a prank, you know? I loved it. It was so fun.
The chat must have been on fire.
Here's what we did. We all agreed not to look at the chat, so we actually literally did not have the chat up. I had the Zoom covering it, because what we thought is that if we looked at the chat and read it or anything, we might laugh. And we wanted to be total deadpan, and that's what we did. For 11 minutes, there was no hint that we actually knew we were live.
That's funny.
Yeah, I got some messages afterwards once people found out it was a joke, and they were like, that was brilliant. That was like Andy Kaufman material. Mudnuts Reviews is back. AK Explorations is in here. Lulu love you. I'm trying to Green Bay Wacky. Wait a minute. Hashtag Green Bay Wacky. So easy. Fly with the times. But I need Cab's help. What, Lulu? What does that mean? Send me a message, Lulu. I don't get it.
You know, speaking of Andy Kaufman, a while back I visited Jimmy Hart. You know what Jimmy Hart is, the old wrestling manager?
Yes.
Okay.
I went to the bar. I met him. It was one of the best for me because I was a big 80s wrestling fan.
With the big microphone that he used to carry around.
Yeah, so he has a bar in Florida. I went there. The crazy coincidence, he was there. And literally, I sat there, watched WWE with him for 3 hours. We conversated about everything. I got a video. I have footage and everything. So I'm putting it together, and I'll be putting that up. But yeah, he wrestled Andy Kaufman one time. So
now, what wasn't his name? Some Downtown Jimmy Hart or something? Or, wait.
Mouth of the South.
Mouth of the South. Yeah.
Yep. That guy still looks the same. It's crazy. I don't know if he's like 60 or 70. He looked like he never aged.
He's 76.
Yes.
You've been kind of quiet, Not a Great Gamer. Now you're reappearing.
I was eating McDonald's. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
It's very rude for an Englishman to reveal
Eat McDonald's. Yes.
His consumption before others. So I thought I'm just going to eat this, change rooms, eat it in silence, and no one will even know that I'm gone.
You know, I just feel bad that you're eating McDonald's.
I had no choice.
Oh. Yeah, well, this hashtag that Lulu wants to get might kind of coincide with eating McDonald's. I read it wrong. Hashtag Green Bay Wacky sore assy. I got it, Lulu. I got it.
Well, there goes your McDonald's sponsor.
Oh my goodness. Well, I like McDonald's in small quantities, you know.
Yeah.
I usually find, unless you have some of their beef patty products,
But I do
that, their carbohydrate-based stuff, such as their cheese bites and their chips, usually constipate oneself.
I do prefer charbroiled Burger King though, but
What's a cheese butt?
yeah.
Cheese bite, Lou Rock. Cheese bite. B-I-T-E.
What's a cheese bite?
Betty Indigo Titty Echo.
But here's what I'll say about
Tony,
McDonald's. They're getting too expensive. That's why I'm not eating there lately.
I refuse. My kids, when they demand I get them McDonald's for one chicken McNugget meal, it's $10.
I know. And I can go and get a Subway or a Chipotle burrito or something.
Yeah.
Man, their value meals are like, oh my goodness. I mean, it's like $8.99, $7.99. I'm like, dude. And then you get it, and then it's like falling down with Michael Douglas. Oh, look at that whammy burger. Look up there in the picture. Everything's plump, crispy. And then you serve me this. That's what I'm talking about.
Plus Subway, man. I mean, it is sad to say it's healthy. I mean, a sub sandwich, depending, of course, what sub sandwich you get, can definitely healthier, I would think. So.
No, Subway bread is crammed full of sugar.
You know who's got the best deal right now, I think? The lunch deal at Dairy Queen. That's the best deal. The $5. They give you a juicy plump burger, fries, a sundae, and a drink for $5 frickin' bucks.
There's the Dairy Queen promotion right there.
There you go. I'm networking, Lou. I'm networking. If
any of you out there work for Dairy Queen and you're high up and you have access to whoever has money, they have to have money. You know, they have to have money. Tell them about Green Bay Wacky. I will promote the crap out of Dairy Queen. Hashtag I will promote the crap out of Dairy Queen.
And another message for Dairy Queen. I haven't even a clue whom you are. I've never heard of you. So if you could bring one over here, and then open one up, so then I can revert you back to Green Bay Wacky. More promotion for him. Hashtag moist or what such.
Hashtag moist.
Yes, I would like to try this cheap meal, but in British pounds, because I don't own any US dollars.
Wow.
You guys have Panera Bread where you guys are at?
Yep.
What, sorry?
Panera Bread?
What?
Panera Bread. I do. I mean, we have it.
Yeah.
Panero bread. Huh. I'm going to Google this because it might be just under a different name.
I'm going to give, because we're talking about networking, I'm going to give AK Exploration some great advice here about networking. Their comment says, I'm trying to hit 100 subs tonight. We're almost there. AK Explorations, my advice, since we're talking about networking, is start talking to the people in the chat. Start lighting them up in red. Here, I'll actually light them up. I'm gonna give you a lesson right now.
Oh.
I'm gonna say to them, hello. How are you tonight? Look at that. Now start talking like that to people. I promise you'll get some eyes on you.
Well, I've just found out that I thought Panera Bread was a type of bread. It's an actual restaurant.
Oh my God.
Well, that's why I Googled it, because I was like, maybe we call it a different thing. Somebody could have told me. That was well awkward. Yeah, it's an actual restaurant.
Yes, it's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant, yep.
Shout out to Panera Bread. I have never heard of you either. If you'd like to, again, open a store in the UK. You have all the good stuff, though. We only have one Taco Bell, if I remember correctly, in England.
One in the whole, all of England.
Yeah, and it's in the O2 Arena in London. We've got no Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh.
No, I'll say this as English as I can. White Castle.
which is a burger restaurant.
So here's what I'm thinking here. I think I'm going to check out in 12 minutes. That'll be a 3-hour live stream, which I think is pretty good because I think we covered this pretty good tonight.
But we haven't covered lack of food establishments in the UK.
That'd be
I
a
hadn't
different
finished.
stream. But we still have 30 people left. You know, it's kind of winding down here. But we got to find another stream to send people to. I was thinking Lulu. Lulu, love you, my great sister. How about you pick a stream to suggest this chat to go to? I'm going to put it on Lulu, love you. Lulu, love you. Let's see if she'll pick. Anyone you want. Because we want to spread some love around to another channel. She's like, Wacky. Oh, shit. Don't put it on me. Yes. Put it on you, Lulu. Come on. What do you think? Lulu picks? We don't have White Castle near me, but Food Lion, which is a grocery store here in my town, sells White Castle burgers. Yes, they sell them at Walmart too. Look in the frozen food section. Do you know they sell what? Anyone like White Castle up here?
I mentioned White Castle and I was completely overlooked, sir.
I like White Castle.
I love them. My wife hates it. Hate them.
I mean, you got to eat a whole bunch of them, but I like them. So
I've seen that you can buy like I suppose it would be in a 6-pack of beer formation, which is 6 little burgers all stacked together. That looks absolutely awesome.
Yep.
Oh, look at what Lulu picked. It was total surprise. That's what I was waiting for. She picked, and I like that channel. That's a nice person. Lulu put in the chat, Mrs. Green Thumb.
Oh, yeah.
So here's what I'm asking the chat to do. You go over to Mrs. Green Thumb, say Wacky sent. Lulu sent me. Lulu and Wacky sent me. Or just Lulu. And hit the thumbs up button, right? If you're generous and feel generous, you can tweet it out, but you don't have to. And just say hi in the chat to Mrs. Green Thumb, and that's up to you how long you want to stay there. That channel has to earn your attention is the way I look at it. Mrs. Green Thumb, good choice, Lulu. Good choice, Lulu.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
I did turn away.
So I slowly want to thank everyone in the chat and everyone on the panel for being here as we wind it down. I'm going to be live for 8 more minutes. And I want to encourage people to watch the playback. I think a lot of great opinions came out for the first 2 hours of the stream. Then we just kind of had fun talking and stuff like that. Squirrely Acres where nuts come to gather. Really good when you've been out drinking. Oh my goodness, wow. Nomad Unbroken says the frozen White Castle isn't the same, but I love them. Oh, by the way, Lou Rock, are you still there?
I'm here.
Are you typing in the chatting just in case someone would like to check out your channel? Is everyone on the panel typing in the chat just in case the people haven't had a chance to check you out?
Sometimes I forget to.
Well, it's not necessary. I'm just throwing it out to the chat. I'm going to put it on the other view now since we're kind of winding this down. I'll put it back to the gallery view. Here's who's left. Not a great gamer. Well, Green Bay Wacky. Recycle Dude and Lou Rock. And we're not, we're talking about networking, so I'm not saying you have to sub to these channels, but check them out. See if they interest you. And if they do, yes, subscribe to them. I'm the face and body of Dog Ham. I love it. Oh, my goodness.
AKA Mr. Chicken Nips.
Zach Sanford, thank you. Beth Plant, she said she loves you. Oh.
Tell me more about these chicken nips.
Well, if you get dry, chafy nipples like I do, what you do is you take some of your mother's fried chicken that's been sitting in a pan for 8 or 9 hours,
my
cold and greasy.
Tell me more.
And you take one of those drumsticks out, and you rip your shirt off while in a Green Bay Wacky live stream, and then you rub the chicken on the nipples, and what it does, it moisturizes the nipples so they no longer are chafy.
I kid you not, out in the chat, this is an absolute true story. On a live stream recently, a few weeks back, Lou Rock surprised us all. He literally ripped his shirt off. Not just ripped it. It was like Incredible Hulk style. Like, ripped it off and started smearing chicken drumsticks on his nipples.
Oh, no.
We were just laughing our asses off. Because he didn't tell us he was going to do this. It was totally random.
Wow.
I'm assuming whilst this chicken grease, well, actually, I suppose it will never settle. So you have to stay away from like sources of heat.
Yeah.
Can you like set your nipples on fire if you were sparking a cigarette, for example?
Well, it's not new. It's not nudity because the guys can go top up. I mean, every beach video you see, guys are walking around shirtless. You know. Yeah. Sorry, it's a privilege.
It's like looking at. Never mind.
Ghost Mafia's out there. True story. And so let me slowly, as we're winding this down, 5 more minutes. Let's thank the people that were on the panel that are absent. Let's make sure I get that right. We had Ghost Mafia and Cab 7, David the producer and his wife Juliet Miranda. We had June Gall. Was there anyone else that... Oh, Captain Jerk, Justin. Did I cover everyone that came up with that round? Am I forgetting anyone? Does that sound right?
Oh, June Ghost Mafia, David the producer.
Yep, and Juliet.
I think so.
Well, I just want to make sure I'm okay. Then we have closing it down here. Not a Great Gamer, Lou Rock, and Recycle Dude. And just a reminder to people, if you want to get the message out of this stream, wait till it uploads and watch it again. I think there's a lot of great information if you're a new YouTube channel, even if you're an old YouTube channel.
There is a really new channel out there, and amazing channel, new paranormal channel. I just wanted to shout out this one special channel, and the name of the channel is Haunted Balls. And Haunted Balls is right out there in the chat. Just commented. Check that channel out. Really awesome channel.
On a dark night, kind of like tonight, a YouTube channel is born. Haunted Balls.
Shut up, Wacky.
Well, how do you tell if your balls are haunted?
That was normal.
I guess you put them on a lift, and lift them up and look underneath. I guess I don't know.
That might work.
Maybe put a spirit box down by them. Maybe I don't know.
Like I said before, I mean, you show them to people. If they run away scared, there you go.
So three channels left before I end this and say goodbye to everyone in the chat. Recycle Dude, Lou Rock, or Not a Great Gamer, anyone can go first. Any final thoughts on the coming back just to the whole networking, how to grow organically properly? Any closing thoughts before, we take off?
I'll steal Cab 7's comment about just be yourself, just be who you are, and that'll attract people. Worry about what you're. A lot of times people they say I wanna start doing videos, but what do I do? I want to do this, but I don't know what to do. And my advice is, and Cab said this earlier, your niche will find you. I didn't start as a paranormal channel. Actually, I started out working on my truck. I was doing how-tos on F-150s, and Green Bay Wacky holds it against me.
No, what? No, I don't.
But
Liar.
yeah. Anyways, I ended up, my niche ended up finding me, and I see it happen all the time. People just being themselves and finding where their direction is supposed to be. And I if you can avoid doing the sub for sub and stuff, you, my advice is to try to. There's a lot more other ways to get seen out there that are more organic, we'll say. That's it.
Great advice. How about Recycle Dude or Not a Great Gamer?
Cycle was speaking then. I'll let him finish.
Oh, all I was gonna say basically is, yeah, I agree with what Lou said. I think the key thing in growth and everything is just make your content the best you can make. Make whatever you do on YouTube, make it the best you can do. Put all your concentration into what you're producing more than anything, and your thumbnails, all the stuff that count the most, and people will find you, and you will grow just from your content. And if you're gonna, it's okay to meet people in streams and things, and to find things you have common in, and actually make friends that way. I'm totally with that. But I think the most important thing people lose is to actually concentrate on what they're creating more than worrying about getting their numbers.
Very good advice. Very good advice. Thanks for coming, Native Grammy, by the way. How about Not a Great Gamer? Any final thoughts?
Well, now I've had my painkillers and my food, this is going to be quite a deep, thoughtful one. Right. Be yourself on just be yourself. Don't go in and pretend to be somebody you're not, because one day your true colours will show. And it isn't good when people see that. So just be yourself. If people don't like you for who you are, then that's their problem. There are going to be other people who are. You can't please everyone in life. When you do go into network streams, don't be one of these nipples that just like type a name and then put nothing next to it, or type a name and then put an apple next to it or something. To everyone else, it makes you just look desperate or just bone idle and lazy that you can't even be bothered to engage in a conversation with somebody. Try to talk to people. You don't have to talk to everybody. As I said, you're not going to get along with everyone. Just talk to people who will catch your eye, or who you find humorous or informative, or whatever subject or topic that appeals to you. But just, it doesn't take that much effort to reap rewards. What I would say is it takes more patience. Patience is virtue, and if you can exhibit a bit of patience, I think that will do you a lot of good in the long run as well. And finally, I love sausages.
Great advice.
That's it.
My final advice is two things. Number one, I almost blew it again. I'm going to make a screen for this. I know there's not a lot of them left, but shout out to all the moderators that were in my chat. I've got to make a special stream or a screen like I do the veterans. There were a lot of people in blue that were here for all this whole stream. I didn't thank them, Lulu, Jenny, and a whole bunch of others. And I just want to thank all the moderators that were here. My advice is be yourself too. But my advice also is whoever you are, be the same everywhere you go. On all live streams, all videos, be the same person so people can connect with you they don't have to wonder you're kind of psychotic. You're one way one day and another the other day. And do what you love. Make videos that you love and try to find that audience that loves. But yeah, I'm going to say this too in final closing. Learn to be a critic of yourself. If you're too prideful and you're making videos like, yeah, people should like this, and they're not liking them, you got to be able to say, you know what, maybe I suck. Maybe I got to change something, you know? I do it all the time. I can admit Green Bay Waggy hashtag sucks sometimes. But that being said, Haunted Ball, I'm just going to do a final shout out to the chat. Francis Urban Spirits Vlogs, Elias Alonso, Frank Sarton, Light Feather 623, Gail B, Hyatt Truth, Zach Sanford, Native Grammy. Just going up the chat. I know Lulu was here. Lulu, love you. And Jenny Marseth. And Ghost Mafia. Well, we already thanked all the panel. AK Explorations. There's one, Lil Gaylord. Good to see you. St. Paul I'm Dog. And if I didn't say your name at the end, it doesn't mean I don't love you. Two Real Geeks. I'm just kind of scrolling up for the final shout out. See you on the next stream. Love you guys.
Dog am.
Dog ham.